Folks.
Jesus.
I'd love if that's when it started. Yeah. You're
Damn,
what?
just missed it.
Yeah.
Folks.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Okay, it sounds like I've echo. Anyway, I think we could be live.
We're
We're
live.
live, yeah.
Awesome.
We are live then, yes? Correct?
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay. We are delighted to welcome everybody here. It's the one that everybody has been waiting for. Not me, for fucking stress levels. It's the Metal Cell Best of 2024 awards. Now, when I say awards, there's only one award given out every year because literally the budget can only afford one award. So anybody else that gets shouts out, bands and stuff like that, you know, you just have the privilege of being nominated by us. And until I get a proper big sponsor, yeah, we'll give them wooden planks, Evan, or something like that, or fucking
Yeah, just get a
spoons with
fucking go to Deals and just print off the thing with an A4 thing, you know, easy peasy.
Laminated paper.
yeah.
Oh, no, we don't need to laminate it. We're not going mad like.
That could push the budget over the limit.
Yeah.
So so welcome everybody that's out there, and Letty is going to keep an eye on the comments. There is a few out there, Letty, I presume, watching.
Yes, we have some viewers already, so
Okay,
everybody
cool.
welcome.
They're flying in the comments, to be fair. People can't get enough of it here. Holy shit.
We'll try and get through them as fast as we can, because should be around an hour and a bit anyway. So the first one up is Best Single of the Year. And this one was, oh, Jesus Christ, it was just actually way too many again. But we'll start with Letty. If you have maybe a top three, or do you want to just give one? It's up to all of you there.
I only chose one.
Okay, cool.
I chose Rotten Egg by Idle Discourse.
Ah, nice one.
Good crap.
Shout out to the boys. Great single, actually. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Howard.
I had a couple. Adversary's release was pretty cool, but
Right.
the one that I like the most, one that I've listened to the most, I guess, in the last couple of weeks has been Fox Circle by Red Sun Alert.
Oh, what
class.
a banger.
The banger of a
Yeah.
tune. Those
Yeah,
guys
what
are
a banger.
So that was pretty cool.
Great stuff. Joe.
Wild Infinite, Kudo Paxi. I was kind of really surprised by this. It was not the kind of thing I would usually like, just instrumental kind of was, I don't know, there was just a really cool buzz about it, but yeah, I really liked it for a band that I'd never heard before anyway.
Who are they, Joe?
Wild Infinite.
Right, okay. And where are they based?
I think they're from Dublin. I think it's a two-piece, so it is.
Oh, never heard of them. Excuse my ignorance. Danielle, you have a few always.
Yeah, so I was I was a very clever clogs this year, and I actually had all year.
You've been monitoring it.
I've literally written down every band I've seen,
Legend.
everything like that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So my top ones are The Boat Sank, Half Man, Half Bear, Half Pig.
Cool.
Okay, class.
I'm really glad I got that one out. I thought I was going to mess it up. So Deeper by Worn Out, Pillars, Barcelona, Mindless and Blind, 10 Ton Slug, Saint Slaughter and Glorious. That was fucking so much fun. Croza As Within, but I gave it to Second Rodeo by Cultivates. And it's not.
Was that this year?
That was this year. It was in February.
It was.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
it was.
Yeah. No, actually give it Cultivates fucking everything. I forgot that.
No, I listened to that. Like, I think I actually texted you, Evan, when I came out, and I was like,
You did, yeah.
In my top listen to songs.
It's mad how many people have actually been listening to that and know the words. I fucking forgot that was. Yeah, it was February, or was it? Yeah, you said February.
Yep.
Well,
great team.
Jesus, make sure you ring him, Evan, over in Texas, and give him the heads up on that they made number one in Danielle's list, who also
Yeah.
curates the Sunday worship. And thank you for doing a
Yeah.
fucking smashing job this year. It was amazing. Well done, Danielle.
Well
Thanks,
done.
Evan.
I actually there was two that I was like, right, genuinely ones that I've listened to an absolute shitload, because I don't know if anyone's seen today. I'm not a list man. I can't think of favorites. So I was like, right, things that I actually have been listening to constantly. Is another Idle Discourse song, but Caveat.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
banger,
What a
banger.
fucking banger.
It is
Absolute
class.
banger. And then I had Pillars by the Main Offenders there.
Yeah, class.
Parthenon, yeah. They were two now that
yeah.
They got me, like they both of them very much got me now.
Okay, so I'm gonna
they'd
just
be my two.
Yeah, they're on my list. I'm just going to run down from 10 downwards. Number 10, From Ruins Until We're Gone. Number 9, Clag Gornak with
Clag Narak.
Yeah, with Triodimus. Is that how to pronounce it? Ronan will fucking kill me for slaughtering it. Number 8, Idle Discourse, Caveat. Number 7, Hero and Error, Enemy Within. Number 6, Uncultivates, Second Rodeo. Number 5, Worn Out Deeper. Number 4, A Sect. I hate this. Simulacra.
Oh yeah, that was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's fucking class.
Yeah.
Number 3, Enshroud, A Fate for No One. Number 2, Partholon with Pillars. And number 1, Croza, As Within.
Deadly.
So there are my top 10. So well done, Croza, for that brilliant single. And welcome back to the scene with that great release. Okay,
Was it Uncultivates 1, was it? Was it?
Yeah, gonna have to post that over to Texas.
Yeah, I'm just writing down all the stuff that they win, just because.
Oh yeah. Make sure you do.
I don't know. Was it
album
Uncultivates or Worn Out? It was one or the other, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Haven't a clue. Either way.
Any comments there, Letty? Just on best single? Did anyone throw in a few comments there?
Yeah, we've got loads. So we've got username is Taken777. There they are. Terror Syndrome saying hello. I think it's Adrian, Conjurings from the Hellfire Club, saying hello. Craggy Island with woo, let's go. And everyone is saying hello. And Adrian is giving a little bit of information. Chris from The Boat Sank is with the band The Wild Infinites.
Oh,
sick.
Nice. Connections. Well done, Adrian. Fair play for that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Adrian. Tomas O'Brien has just commented a horse emoji.
Yeehaw, brother.
Mackenza has commented, I've arrived to hear give uncultivates it all.
Yeah.
Got another cowboy emoji from Colkio22. Burning Metal Ireland. In for an hour before we start our list. It will be interesting to see your picks.
That's what
Username
we
is
should have done.
taken.
We should have waited to lay the fucking list and just.
When I saw the post today and fucking from the depths of recording theirs, so I was like, I think they all waited till we were doing it to be like, oh fuck, because I think we all had the same
really
thing.
handy,
We all
like.
did it within an hour, being like, oh, we did ours live, so we're bare as balls.
Okay, is that it, Letty? Will you move on?
We've got loads more still coming in.
Okay.
Username is taken again at least once a week out of nowhere. My IND just goes, we were born between pillars.
We were born between pillars. I literally have the live set from the rehearsal spaces open now, and I was listening to it just before we were playing.
Okay.
Asek says, thanks for the shout out, guys. Hash Kebab. Molar Bear definitely deserves a shout out with the latest releases. 100-year-old man. Massive love to the Irish scene.
Class.
Hey! Legends.
I just realized I look like Wally, actually. Holy shit.
Where's Richie?
I'm wearing a below the neck merch.
Marie,
hat.
turn up your mic there.
I'll do
Turn
it.
up your Michael, Marie.
Okay, let's move on then. That's good that there's plenty watching. Best EP. Evan, we'll throw that at you first of all. Best EP.
I have to find this now. Yeah, I had a few for this. I had Bitter Pill. I literally flung shit around Cork by accident listening to that EP. Chemical Addiction. My God, that EP is so good. Like, if anyone hasn't listened to the newest Chemical Addiction EP and you're in any way interested in harmonies and a bit of kind
But
of
that didn't come out this year, though.
I
It
picked
did.
that last year.
Came
Was
out
it?
last
Fuck,
year.
I knew this
Yeah.
would happen. Right, I've been listening to it constantly. I knew it happened. Hero and Error and
Class. Yeah.
Body Drinkers as well.
Yeah, Body
Body
Drinkers
Drinkers
great.
EP is absolutely unreal. That proper like old school death metal sound. Like once you start doing that, I'm obsessed with it. But they're my picks.
Yeah.
I know someone's going to tell me there's something I forgot, but
That's okay.
whatever, like.
Yeah.
Embrace
Joe.
Execution. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Embrace it. Yeah, very good. All fucking phenomenal bands live as well, Evan. Everyone you named there. So
100%. Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
We more or less saw all of them through Dead Cult. So thank you. Joe.
Who did I have on my list? Burning Realm. They're like a kind of Queens of the Stone Age type vibe band from Dublin. They had an EP called From Beyond that was really good from earlier this year. I really like the Snowblind one in the Trees as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a crossover band from Dublin called Black Hole Drivers, and they brought out an EP called In Punk We Thrash.
Yes.
And it was really like, it sounded exactly like a Suicidal Tendencies album from like 1989 or whatever, and really individual kind of, they're killer. Look.
They won Metal to the Masses, actually.
Did they?
I'm nearly sure they did. They're Brazilian lads. Is there some South American influence with them?
Yeah, I think there's a bunch of South American dudes in the band, but like
yeah, they won Metal to the Masses. I think they either played Bloodstock or they're playing Bloodstock. No, they can't be. They played it this year because Bloodstock.
Okay.
Yeah,
they went to Bloodstock.
They went to Bloodstock.
They know what Bloodstock is. Is that what you're trying to say? It could be one of them either.
And moving swiftly on, Letty.
Right, so I have 10 picked for this. So number 10 is Broken Habit with Sedator S.E.D.A.T.E.
Okay, Letty, yeah.
Horrenda, Think of Your Sins.
Yeah.
Perish the Thought, Carrion.
Class, yeah.
Grave Sermon. I'm gonna absolutely butcher this. Liturgical Perversions.
Liturgical Perversions. You got it.
Yeah.
You were so ready to come in with that as well. I was like, oh, I got it.
She's going to be doing it for me as well.
Yeah.
Number 6 is Callous with Days.
Okay.
Number 5, Death Can Wait with Symptoms of Suffering. Number 4, Worn Out Low. Number 3, Powerful Alone, The Ocean Pours In. Number 2, Bitter Pill. And number 1, Fan Club with All Good.
Oh, okay. So, Howard, Letty, listen to you. It is an EP as well, then.
No, it's not. It's an album.
It's a fucking album. Yeah. Get that out of it. Yeah.
The thing, I don't know if you got caught with it, Letty. It's down as an EP on Spotify.
That's what I looked at.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's there for Howard. It's down as an EP on Spotify. Think of all the money you're going to get from that.
Fucking no. It's an album.
It's an album,
it's
of course
great.
it is.
It's great bus driving music, Howard. I really liked it.
Oh my God. Oh my.
We crash between pillars.
Literally while I'm merging like onto the sidewalk.
Brilliant. Howard.
I like it's quite a short list. I like the Snowblind one quite a lot, but for me, I'm a bit like Evan. It's hard to put a list together, so I just go on what I've been listening to. And the EP I've listened to by far the most has been the Worn Out Low vinyl.
Okay, perfect.
Fucking great release, and
it is.
Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.
Appreciate that.
Cool. Danielle.
Yeah, so the Snowblind one was really good.
Mhm.
I enjoyed that. I actually forgot it came out this year. But that, yeah, it's always a good time. Grave Sermon, Liturgical Perversions. Also, I was practicing saying this. That's why I was able to say it, guys. So, Horrenda, Think on Your Sins. And I'm giving number 1 to Worn Out Low because.
Whoa, 2 in a row. Very
yeah,
good.
Yeah, and also because I consider Parthenon as well an album. So,
Yeah, it is an album.
it's not on the
Yeah.
list. It's on the list.
You're not fucking putting me up against that. Don't you dare. Get him out of that. It's an album. That's why I'm so passionate about it being an album.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do my top 10 down. So Death Can Wait, Symptom of Suffering. Number 9, Insidious Void, Hellscape. Number 8, shout out to the lads from Cork, Perish the Thought, Carrion. Number 7, Horrenda, Think of Your Sins. Number 6, From Ruins, Poison for Your Soul. Number 5, Broken Habits, Sedate. Number 4, Banished from Eden, Primordial Salvation. Number 3, Grave Sermon, Liturgical Perversions. Number 2, Hero in Error. And number 1, Worn Out Low.
Way.
Thank you.
Well done, Evan.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
So that's on Cultivate's best single and Worn Out Low best EP. You're doing well at the moment.
No,
Yeah,
it's
Evan, I take
on
checks.
Cultivate's best single, on Cultivate's best EP. It's on Cultivate's fucking best female artist. But yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well deserved. Brilliant EP, Evan. As you know, like even just the interview we did together with it, man, it's fucking.
Yeah.
I just love how heavy and vicious you're going with it. There's no relenting. It's just fucking. Long may you burn, my friend. Long may you burn.
It's taken a step up as well with every release.
Of course
It's
it
really
has.
taken a step in the right direction,
Yeah,
so
the next thing will be the same, and we'll just be fucking wreck tired after playing, and we'll be happy out doing it. And yeah, no, we put a lot of effort into it, so I very much appreciate that.
Good. Letty, quick one.
Can I have money?
No.
There's lots of comments. Keep them coming in. Have to catch up now. So we've got Old Blue Eyes with Can't Believe Richie ranked on Cultivates behind Worn Out, worse than not being mentioned
good
at
shout.
all. Hugh Janus. Huh?
Oh my God. Who has a huge anus, Letty?
I feel like most Sislak now. Anyone got Seymour Butts? He says Howie for president.
Yeah.
Mark Russell, Embrace Executions EP was the best thing I heard all year, hands down. Terror Syndrome, best EP has to be Worn Out. Have it on vinyl and all. Adrian, Body Drinkers, Unreal EP. Alex, Dissonance, Hero in Error. Craggy Island, way Evan. Code Speaker with a yeehaw. Hugh Janus.
That's fucking. That's probably one of the Limerick gang. I guarantee you.
No, it's not.
Do you know who it is?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get demonetized.
As if we make money anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Fuck's sake.
Adrian, Burning Realm EP is quality. Tomas, I've lost Tomas's comment. Tomas Body Drinkers recorded that live up in the jam rooms as well.
Right.
Love Watch On did it with that. Craggy Island, Black Hole Divers. Adrian again, Black Hole Divers also played Bloodstock One Metal to the Masses.
Yeah.
Craggy Island, their Brazilian band. Username is Take777. No, Carpacona EP is year. Irish scene officially in shambles. Lots. Miss You Big Man, Spotify's wrong, both in this case and in general.
Yay.
Alex, Dissonance, woohoo, big love, thank you. Miss You Big Man Uncultivates best new folk act.
Country.
Ooh.
You're not going all Bob Dylan on us now.
It's nothing to do with me. They're just that's what they told me. Like,
Meckenza, did Unk actually get best single? Ye all need your heads checked, LMAO.
they didn't, but we'll tell everyone they did.
Okay, we ready? This is the big one. This is one of the big ones of the night. Best album. Joe.
I went for 10 Ton Slug, Colossal Oppressor. I thought it was very, very, really cool. Just like a big expansion on the kind of stuff that they've been doing before. And kind of the same as there's some other cool bands in Belfast doing this where they're trying to be incredibly organic about how they're recording stuff. And it came across really, really well. It's a class album. It's really, really interesting and trippy and just cool, look, you know.
Yeah, serious riffs, isn't it?
Big time.
Yeah, it was a welcome return for everybody that follows the Slug. It was great to see him back with a fucking killer album, you know. And we waited long enough for it. That's all I'll say. Letty.
So I've got another top 10.
Okay.
Number 10 is Gravity Well, Negative Space.
Good.
Number 9, Sprints, Letter to Self. Number 8, The Donnies Get Active. Number 7, Crimson Butchery, Violence by Design. Number 6,
Cats.
Number 6, Cherem, Take It or Leave It. Number 5, Virgins, Nothing Hurt and Everything Was Beautiful. Number 4, 10 Ton Slug, Colossal Oppressor. Number 3, By Curious, Your Life Is Over Now. Number 2, Bora with Maelstrom. And number 1, Idle Discourse Volume 2.
Whoa. Great variety there. Well done.
They specifically said it's not an album, though. They really. Volume 1 is an EP. Volume 2 is an EP.
Nah, it's
together they make Volume
album.
12.
Fucking hell.
It's 2 EPs. That's what they said.
Hey, look, I covered this in the promo.
Yes. Santa said. Santa fucking said. It's a fucking album. Idle Discourse is an album.
It's 2 EPs.
They get number 1 from me anyway.
Yeah. Howard, best album. Looking forward to this.
In terms of Irish metal, I think Colossal Oppressor is just fucking. It's so solid.
Fucking.
It's so good. It absolutely fucked his computer. Yeah.
There you go again.
Poor Marie.
Oh my God.
Now you're back.
Marie. My internet connection is unstable according to my laptop.
Well, you were saying that Worn Out won best album, is it?
I had 45-minute discussion with someone on the phone about my fucking internet there last week, and they're like, "There's no reason why your internet should be kept cutting it off." And it's like, "Well, it keep fucking does." Like,
and Howard, was it an answer machine?
Colossal Oppressor, 10 Ton Slug.
Brilliant choice. Cool. So that's great. That's 2 number 1s there for yourself, and Joe for 10 Ton. Daniel, can you make it 3 in a row?
So I've got a good few here. I don't really have them in order, so I'll just shout out. So Owl Blue Eyes, Drop an Anchor. Lockhorn's Red Room. Fucking brilliant album.
What an album. Oh,
fucking brilliant album, yeah.
Riffs.
They're doing Bloodstock as well. Fair fucking play.
Yeah, they're. Yeah. Overhead the Albatross. I leave you with this.
Yeah.
I really like them, and you converted me to them. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great band.
Fantastic. Saint Slaughter, The Secret Speech. Great fun. Urban Death, Abstention. Another fucking really fun album. Or Capsize. Great.
Or Maelstrom.
Is it
Maelstrom?
Caps? Oh, that's the
no,
name
just
of
a
that
single.
song, isn't it?
Capsize was a single,
yeah. Okay, so the top 3 then were basically, it depended on the day, how I felt.
Oh, yeah. I know that feeling.
Yeah, I really couldn't really boil it down. So, like, 10 Ton Slug, Colossal Oppressor, Croza as Within, and then Parthenon, The Ocean Pours In.
Yeah.
Like, how are you supposed to pick between the 3 of those albums?
Yeah.
It's just incredible. And what a year for Irish metal, like, Christ. Like, that was amazing stuff.
100%. 100%. Evan?
Yeah, Richie, we even talked about it on Saturday.
Fucking I know.
This was one that took me forever. You know, there was 10 Ton Slug, Corrosa, and Partholon, and we had a big talk of saying it's this for this or it's this for this, but I just have to go with Partholon, and it's specifically because I remember we talked about the Corrosa album and the 10 Ton Slug album are filled with just proper fat, brilliant riffs. But I think because of that documentary that you did, it put so much more weight on the album itself that I remember the day that it came out, I just walked around. I think I went for like a 2-hour walk, listened to the album, and Howard, I think I sent you like this big, very long, sent you a voice note just being like,
Cool.
this is genuinely after doing something to me.
Yeah.
And, you know, being able to see it live, seeing it in the rehearsal space after, you know, with how special that gig was. And, you know, we were born between pillars. It was just, there's so much weight to it that you know, it's more than just, oh, this is a load of riffs. It's a real thought out, and that's what you want from an album, not just here's a ball of songs. It's a proper, like, thought out and well done. It's a record. Like, there's a difference between a double EP and an actual record. And I think it's like that this would be one of those albums now, 10 years time. People will be like, kind of like, you know,
You'd be excited to put it back on.
Staple.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the staple for bands that want to do a certain sound. It's like, oh yeah, we want, you know, the way Converge have like it's your Jane Doe almost, like, do you know what I mean? It's like this is the one here that people will throw them into it, like. Yeah, without a doubt. I was even listening today in my walk. Fucking still hits me the exact same.
It's a very emotional record. Like, I remember
it is, yeah.
When I first listened to it, and we saw The Ocean was playing, when I pulled into my driveway, and I actually started tearing up the first time I heard it.
Fuck.
I think I texted you, Howard, or maybe in the group chat, and I was like, why am I emotional?
Yeah.
I don't live near an ocean.
I don't live near an ocean.
Never been near an ocean.
I live on a hill. It's not pouring at all.
Fucking hell.
I appreciate it.
Joe's gone away for a cry in the corner.
It's very art house, that shot, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a good installation.
That's fucking A24, like.
It's an allegory for mental health.
Yeah.
Oh God. He's back. Hey!
Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, so I'm gonna count down 10. Gravity Well, Negative Space. Big shout out to the lads. Fantastic, trippy album. Number 9, Saint Slaughter, The Secret Speech. Number 8, Crimson Butchery, Violence by Design. Incredible death metal. Number 7, Lockhorns, Red Room. I wish it was higher, but that album, my God, that gave me so much fucking happiness. Just listening to that, just driving up and down to work, man. It's so fucking aggressive. Number 6, Idle Discourse, Volume 2. I'd love to put it higher again. It opened my mind to just the way C-High just delivers. He raps, he sings. The band are fucking fantastic. I cannot wait to see them live again.
Real. EP, though. They said it's an EP.
It's not an EP. Anyway, number 5, Aura Maelstrom.
It's not on my album list.
Number 5, Aura Maelstrom. Everybody knows how much I love these lads. They're fucking fantastic. They're only just setting out. Cannot wait to see what they've got coming up next. Number 4 is Enshroud, Mortal. Nobody knows who's in the band. It's a phenomenal album. So diverse, heavy, emotion, amazing, great musicians, but they've chosen to be anonymous, and you have to respect them for that. So now we're into the top 3. Like Danielle, it's just ridiculous that the 3 of them came out at the same year, you know.
I'd love if you named 3 albums that came out last year now. Just you absolutely fucked it.
No.
That would make my day.
So 10-ton slug, colossal oppressor, amazing comeback from the lads. It's just incredible, and it's exactly what it says on the can, what you expect, and they've delivered it. Great production on it as well, so fucking heavy. Now into number 2, number 1. It was an absolute killer, as myself and Evan talked about it. I've talked to loads of people about it.
Yeah, I want to see
Pat
if
O'Regan,
you moved or anything.
Pat O'Regan and myself, and we've just debated endlessly about it. And it's number 2 Carosa as within, and number 1 Partalon, The Ocean Pours In.
I was right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
I had
Pat
to go.
Was in your
You
ear.
know what?
There was no choice if Pat was in your ear. Cause...
No, Howard.
No. It
on
was
Saturday.
I'd
Saturday,
loads
it
of
was the
people
other way
fucking
around.
talking about it.
Yeah. It was the other
Loads
way
of
around
people.
on Saturday. That's how quick
It's a massive talking point. I mean, amongst a load of us, Howard, you've no idea, but like,
awesome.
It's just the emotional value that you've put down to vinyl and recorded for that album. It hit me fucking straight away, and I just I don't know an album that just straight away made me, with the demos, made me want to get involved somehow in your band to do something with it. And look, we made a documentary together, and fuck it, that's something we'll always have anyway.
That documentary was so important, I think, in terms of communicating ideas. It was a really valuable thing for us, and I hope you keep doing that, Richie. And I hope you find another band that can benefit from that sort of insight. You know, because I think there's some bands out there that could really do with that little bit of insight to let people know what they're about.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it made the world of difference for me on it. Like, as in, sonically, it's amazing, but again, even when we were talking on Saturday, Richie, you know, you were like, Carosa has such riffs, and I was like, but emotional weight, like for an album like that, the emotional weight is just, it's not off. Like you'll get a feeling from music, but when you get like a heavy-hearted feeling, you know, the way that the Partalon album does, it's like that doesn't happen every release. I wouldn't have the mental capacity to listen to music if that was the case.
Yes,
that.
exactly. Letty, any
the
comments
times
there?
we having breakdowns.
Keep
there's
moving
loads.
On.
So many comments.
That's good.
Yeah, have to keep
end.
an eye on it this year.
We'll move on. So,
Mackenzie, no one hates to feed Evan's ego more than me, but Low was definitely best EP of the year. Bangers are us. Terror Syndrome, Uncultivate's best horse, I guess. I don't know.
name a better horse.
Perish the Thought, thanks for the nod, guys. Really appreciate it with that emoji. Mackenzie at Old Blue Eyes, thank Falk LMAO. David Patton at Richie, thanks for both the From Ruins picks with the prayer emoji. Much appreciated. Adrian, Monda Carpaconauts.
Oh,
Alex,
we're still back at the EP.
Has to be Partalon, incredible record. Tomas, R.I.P. Marie. Happy Easter, Marie.
Happy Christmas, Tomas.
Miss you, big man, quit the feckin' foreplay and give it to The Ocean Pours In. Mackenzie, Mr. Mini. Username was taken 777. Album of the year, Aha, Scoundrel Days. Wait, hang on, what year is it?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Mackenzie, the Lockhorns tunes are serious. Strangers with Guns, just saying, how we Yaz, I'm 29 mins behind. Odds and Ends, Parfalone / Carosa won the brother over on Saturday. He's not at all a metaler, but was blown away by both. And Adrian, did any of you listen to the Ordinator EP?
I missed the Ordinator one myself.
Yeah.
Haven't heard it at all, but I missed a lot this year, if I'm honest, you know.
Are we up to date, Letty?
There's one more from Odds and Ends. Thanks to all involved in any band I've seen this year. have been absolutely spoilt and seen some amazing acts. Roll on more, and the same for 25. That's it.
Brilliant.
We're all up to date.
Nah.
Thanks, Letty. Fair play. Great stuff.
No worries.
Okay, this is a really good one. Next is Best Solo Artist, EP and album. This is something I really want to champion because these lads are without the benefit of band members, and a lot of the time it could be fucking lost when they release stuff. So it's down to us to fucking promote it. And again, this year it was really strong. And it's something that I'm passionate about, is promoting solo artists. You'll see more of what I'm talking about in 2025. That's all I'm going to say for at the moment. So Howard, maybe you start this one, Best Solo Artist.
Yeah, it came down to two for me. Minnie with Old Blue Eyes and Barry with Skellig. But I gave the Barry for the Resonance of Our Dolmens, just simply because I was kind of involved in the process a little bit, and we did that tour with him in the summer.
Yeah.
Fucking excellent. We played with Nadja in a couple of dates.
That was great. I was at that, yeah.
He really
was blown away by
felt
his
he was
set
coming
in
into his
Dali.
own with his solo stuff.
He is, and he's got a great identity with it as well, Howard, hasn't he?
He does. He's got the imagery all right. The
Yeah.
thought behind it is very
Yes.
well researched and things like that. And there's something cool about it. A mad bastard with a bass and a wall of amps just
And a tail.
riffing away by himself, and a tail.
And the fucking tail.
So yeah, just from that experience, the 4 days over the summer there, Barry was
Yeah.
phenomenal. So for him, Skellig, Resonance of Our Dolmens.
Cool. Okay. Daniel.
So yeah, I just had two as well. So I had Terror Syndrome and Owl Blue Eyes. So yeah, Owl Blue Eyes it is.
Excellent. Big shout out to Rowan there with Terror Syndrome.
Fuck yeah.
Evan.
I literally have the exact same as Marie. I have Skellig, Terror Syndrome, and Owl Blue Eyes. Like, it's no secret that I love Owl Blue Eyes, because when we first reviewed the stuff, I had said if Minnie ever wants a drummer for any band he ever
That's right,
needs,
yeah.
I will do it. It's because I thought that stuff was unreal.
Did you actually
so now
drum on that album?
No, that's program
Okay.
drums. I wouldn't be able to play any of that now. I fucking
Okay, no, I just as a fucking throwaway
there's,
comment. So it's all
there's-
programmed.
It's all programmed. There's real feeling behind those drums, not the way I play now. But yeah, I'll give it to Owl Blue Eyes, because genuinely, like, I love the stuff. And the other thing is, one thing that I've always loved about Minnie is when he tells you what any song is about, it's the most fucking unbelievable lyrics on paper, but the most obscure, ridiculous, stupid thing you've ever heard of. And then when you listen to it again, you're just like, how did I fall for it? how did he get me? But he's a way of finding beauty in stupidity, which I'll never not respect. Like, there's some songs in that album now that when he's told me the actual what it's, he goes, and it's Minnie always starts to, like, do you know what that's about? And I'm like, tell me. Because you should do a track by track thing of the full meaning behind everything on that, because it's absolutely hilarious.
It will be something to keep an eye on for sure. Letty.
Terror Syndrome, As Daylight Falls. I'm a sucker for that sort of music. Like, I even posted in the group chat I was listening to Skrillex before he came on.
True.
But I met
Rowan is unreal.
Yeah.
I met him at Anthrax and Creator. He was standing right behind me.
No way. Ah, class.
So that was pretty fun, and we talked in between the acts, but I checked out his music and oh my god, fell in love with it.
Yeah, class. Okay.
That's
it.
Terry Sinnott.
Terry Sinnott.
Terry Sinnott,
yeah. In it to win it. Yeah.
Joseph.
What? You know what? I listened to a bunch of stuff, and there was nothing super jumped out at me, apart from I was doing a gig last week with Devilsome, and I saw Craven, which is the guy who does that kind of synthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you know,
He's with Terror Syndrome a lot as well.
Yeah, went back and listened to some of the stuff online, and it sounded good. It didn't really super transfer that well live, but you know, There you go. So my best is also someone that I'm
Raven.
not.
I actually saw him at Siege. Wasn't it right?
Right.
He played Siege.
Was he good?
It was different. He looks.
He told us to shut up, Richie. Remember?
He what?
We were at the front of the stage. We were like, "All right, boy, we get on fucking great then. I see all the bands," and he was just like, "Shh."
Oh Jesus! Oh, fuck. Okay, fair enough.
Inside the Casbah stage, we were fucking
Oh my
ranting away, the two
God.
of us, about something.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
that's
you're
right.
Totally
Oh.
killed
Yeah,
the vibe.
Carosa or Partholon, like.
Okay, I have 5, starting from 5. Barry, Ireland, obviously Skellig. Brilliant. Love what he's doing. Number 4, Terror Syndrome, which is Ronan Hines. Number 3, Keith McCoy.
Rowan.
Always just Rowan.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Keith McCoy, number 3. Check out Dawn of the Machine EP. Keith is a fucking gifted. He's just a gifted musician. Full stop. Number 2 is a new man on the scene, Shane McCulloch, and that's TMAR, Engineers of Transgression.
Is that's a solo project? I didn't realize
Yeah.
that was solo. Oh, class.
He does it all by himself, yeah.
I didn't know that.
And number 1, Old Blue Eyes. Drop
Owl
Anchor.
Blue Eyes.
Hey, so
Yeah,
well done.
He'll fucking snap if he didn't win that now. I'm not.
Well
gonna
done,
lie.
Minnie.
He's waiting in the comments to
he-
fucking rock on this, like.
There he is. Evan loves me. It's creepy. Whatever. He would have kicked the shit out of me if he didn't get it,
Oh
and I have
my God.
no control over who wins these. Like,
Okay,
Yeah, you don't.
we'll keep going. Best new act. Who will I go? Danielle, best new act.
So I have Tamer. I didn't realize it was a solo artist. I would have put them in there as well. Urban Death and Banished from Eden.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Limerick
Yeah.
lads. Limerick
Yeah,
Posse.
yeah, legends. Yeah.
Great stuff. Evan, any comments on new acts?
yeah, I have a few. The other thing is, the main thing is like my version of like a new act. I wasn't looking at a band that like just started this year, because I think, coming from doing like new to me is kind of the people that are, gradually
New.
starting to be seen by people. And yeah, you could be fucking, there's some award ceremonies where people have done like been in a band for 10, 15 years and they'll win best newcomer. Do you know what I mean? So the ones that I'm kind of seeing like starting to come up and being starting to make that impact, that if they keep going, I think they will kind of grow fairly high, would be Ura, Adversary, Tide 7. Now Tide 7 are the one out of these that I haven't seen live. So and being able to see someone live is that's the thing that solidifies it for me. But I've heard great things for everything that they've done. They've done Dead Cut gig, but I was away. And the last one is New Mud. Not new, not but particularly brand new. But there's every time it seems to be like people's first time seeing them, and they are phenomenal. I'm literally wearing a t-shirt now. They're unbelievable. I've never seen anyone not kind of like come away from their set just not laughing, because they're like, what the fuck was that? Which is that, that kind of thing that you're looking for. But they're incredible. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Letty.
Best new act, I gave it to Uncultivate.
Wow.
See what I mean?
There you go. There you go.
I actually still think I think they're new as well.
Where? What? How long a second? Who? What? Where?
I'm their I do their PR. Like, we've covered this.
Okay.
Tell him I'm their biggest fan.
See, Letty went straight to his fucking head like I knew it would. Anyway, where?
Because I'm doing a good job on PR. Not writing those fucking ridiculous songs.
Howard.
Yeah, I was kind of stuck between 3. Uncultivate's been one of them. Ura were a nice surprise. You turned me on to them, Richie, earlier in the year, and I thought they were pretty class. But again, like what Evan was saying, you got to see a band live, I think, to see where, and Cultivates have been fantastic live. But I saw Adversary at the Siege in March or April it was, and they were just so good, man, for the age that they are. And that kind of thing. So for me, best new band is Adversary for sure.
Yeah.
One
Good.
to
They're also varied ages as well. It's a family band. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a it's a family band.
Crystal Swing.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's like
God.
move
Crystal
over
Swing,
Crystal
fuck
Swing.
me.
I know. To be fair, they'll never be Crystal Swing.
Yeah.
They're very, very, very good, but they're no Crystal Swing.
They're no Crystal Swing.
None of us
Okay.
are really.
Joseph.
I'm gonna have to go for Uncultivate as well because
Okay.
they came out and played some shows with us in Party Cannon in February, and it was a right old hoop class, and they were amazing live. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that was February.
I've got 4. Well, sorry, 5 actually. One band that Letty gave me a shout out on, it was Chirrum. I've never heard them before, so thanks for that,
Chirrum.
Letty. Yeah. They're from, is it Derry?
Derry, yeah.
Derry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Class band, yeah. Timar again, or Tamar. That's for Shane. Banish from Eden. Limerick Lads sounds fucking fantastic. Adversary again, and it was great to catch up with them live on Saturday night. But of course, number 1 act, new act, Uncultivates. No brainer.
Oh, sorry. I actually was reading the comments. Fucking so sorry. Did Uncultivate win that?
Yeah.
Okay, unreal. Sorry, I was genuine. I was reading the comments because I didn't. Sorry.
Some PR you are. Right, Letty.
Yeah, sorry, I was,
Jump in
I
there
was reading
quick.
people giving out to Minnie. Sorry, I was reading people giving out to Minnie.
Speaking of
Yeah.
comments, Ura say thanks for all the mentions, folks. Mackenzie, someone mentioned Terror Syndrome right now, and then Danielle mentioned
Terror
him.
Syndrome.
So he says, "Thank you, Danielle. Terror Syndrome. You have the cheek to not call me Terry Sinnott. Cancelled.
Terry Sinnott.
Terry Sinnott. Yep. Sorry. Tomas O'Brien. Yup, that Skellig set every night of tour was beautiful, and the album has been a real repeater." David Patton, I can't believe Archive, No Bliss, and Ignorance didn't get on anyone's list. Mackenzie at David Patton had to agree. Strangers with Guns, Joe giving me a schooling. Few bands I wasn't familiar with from Dublin, must check it out. Gavin Malone with the horns up emoji. Terror Syndrome, glad to have support. Craven on his spook show, spectacular shows in October. Old Blue Eyes, Evan loves me, it's creepy out. Thanks, lads. I don't deserve all that.
That's the shit I was reading when I wasn't paying attention then.
Ronan O'Sullivan, all blue eyes, doesn't even have blue eyes. They're like gray/green. Fraud. Magic Man 643. Where's my crack addicts at?
Oh.
Strangers with Guns. Is Richie doing some part-time Santa work with the grey facial hair grown out?
Sure. I'm available for promotion. Stranger with Guns if you need it.
Tomas O'Brien, Adversary were brilliant on Saturday. I thought enormous sound. Mackenzie, Adversary are good. The guitarist is only 19 too.
Mossbjog.
Tomas Björk.
Fuck yeah.
His other band, No Hassle, is class as well.
I haven't seen them. I must check them out. No Hassle.
They came
They're
to
kind
Kilkenny.
of, they're kind of rock punk, is
They're
it? Or
Yeah, they're kind of like punky rock. Yeah.
yeah, punky rock, like that. Okay,
Punky
Irish metal band, best Irish metal bands. Danielle.
I was hoping you wouldn't come to me first for this one because it was so hard. This one I actually didn't mark one as my number 1, but my list is God Alone for all the like touring they've done and just their live performance. It's incredible. Corrosa for the album, and they did a bit of touring. Tunes, I think I've put them down on this every year because they just seem to keep getting better.
Yeah, they do. That's a fact.
They do. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to hearing what they come out with next. So, Worn Out, Partholon, but I think 10 Ton Slug. I mean, they've done a lot of touring. They've released the album. Their merch is constant. but that could be said for all three of the top three there. So
Yeah.
it was really hard to pick, but they're kind of. I don't have to pick one. You have to pick one, Richie. So that's the most important. So I'm not going
This
to do
is the
it.
thing. Yeah.
This is the thing,
So,
yeah.
So yeah. There's
Okay,
top three
Joe?
I went for exactly the same 10-ton slug. I just thought Colossal Oppressor was an amazing album, and like it is really cool crossover appeal. Like you could see people who like stuff like 70s Sabbath getting into it as well. Like it's very organic sounding, and it's just a great record. Like I did like Crimson Butchery and stuff as well, but I don't want to give John the dibs, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay. Howard?
Yeah, I was down to two for me. 10-ton slug and Worn Out. And I think the thing that swayed me towards 10-ton slug is, correct me if I'm wrong, I might be wrong on this, but they played a gig in Dolan's Warehouse back in May or something like that.
Yeah, it was their
They
album launch.
They sold it out, which is incredible.
Mm.
Fucking incredible for an Irish band to go to Dolan's and sell it out. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So for
Unreal,
that
yeah.
fact alone, I think the best Irish band at the moment is 10-ton slug.
Yeah. Okay.
And they
Leslie?
have their own brand of weed, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
CBD weed, so
CBD
they can
weed,
sell
yeah.
it freely. Yeah.
Fair play to them. Yeah. Sorry, Leslie.
But
Leslie?
it was close.
That's
It was
okay.
close.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
I
Well-
gave
well
it
put.
to Idle Discourse.
Whoa. Okay. Very good. Fair
Good
play.
shout. Yeah.
Just anytime
Good
I go
shout.
to their gig, I just have a really great time. And on a side note, I'm seeing
Good.
10-ton slug for the first time on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
with
Are you
I
going to
Hate
go
God,
for it?
yeah.
I got in for free.
Class.
Is that in Galway?
Oh.
Wait.
No,
Oh,
it's in
Goatmore.
Dublin.
Yeah.
They're
Go for it, I Hate
playing
God.
Lost
That'd be
Lane
great.
with I Hate God.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love to go to that gig. That'd be class.
I have a spare ticket, Danielle, if you want.
Oh, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Class.
Okay. Ev?
I have down God Alone. Like again, I feel like we started mentioning certain bands earlier, like By Curious and stuff, and it's like I kind of do this thing where a band gets to a certain level that I'm like, do you know what? I won't include this. Like I couldn't include the fucking Scratch in everything, including Best Irish Metal Band.
Yeah.
But I think God Alone are just, they're the type of band now that when I think about this, I'm always like, right, what band is it that if somebody was like, oh, what bands are from Ireland? Who is the first band that you genuinely would think of? Be like, oh, have you heard this band? And either they have heard of them, or when they do listen to them, they're going to be like, this is incredible. And it's always God Alone for me. And it's actually started, the amount of random conversations that I've had, even in the UK, where someone has come up to me and was like, you know the guys in God Alone, don't you? It's like, yeah, who are you? So they're like with Arctangent and everything, like
Yeah.
they did two sets at Arctangent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a silent disco at Arctangent,
Yeah.
and then I can't remember what the other stage was, but yeah, and the new album that's coming out, from the small amount that I've heard, if it comes, well, I have an idea of when it's coming out, but every album is fucked for next year.
If you
Is all
like
I'm
music
saying.
fast, this.
No, if you just like notes in general, you're,
so pacey. It's one of the
it's
fastest things I've ever heard.
unbelievable. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, my biggest, it's just not my, it's not faulting them. It's just that whatever they put down in the last few years, it just doesn't justify or do them justice when you see them live. And if
But
they
that's
can
always
get
gonna
that,
happen.
I know, but if they can get it fucking better and get it right, and that's,
Yeah,
and that'll come, you know what I mean? And that's my only fault. I like God Alone live is fucking, there's nothing
Another
like
world.
it. It's
I'm
just,
telling you, from what I've
but
heard
it just
of this new
doesn't
album,
good. I'm delighted to hear that,
it's
because
going to translate. Yeah.
yeah,
They're
because it hasn't
incredible.
translated enough for me yet, and I'm not
But
criticizing.
the
it's
other
just-
thing in that
I'm
is,
looking forward to that. Like, just if they can
yeah,
do
the
it,
other thing is, a God Alone gig is like, if you could fucking bottle that and put that in a record,
Oh my
sure, everyone would be
God,
doing it, like, you
Jesus.
know.
Yeah.
But there's also that thing of like, you know, recording's a recording, but the live thing is, you know, it makes being there even more of a, you know, it has that feeling because it's happening in person, that sometimes, you know, everyone wants to get that. Oh, it's like live. We do the same with Worn Out. We want that kind of thing, but when it's actually live, that's when it really counts.
Yeah.
That's why the best live band in the world, like.
Yeah. So I had a few for best Irish metal band, including Joe's Gamma Bomb as well, which I love and adore. No More Than Worn Out, Partholon, God Alone, Corrosa as well. But for me, seeing the Slug back in Limerick at their album launch, and just the whole excitement of it and the build
Yeah.
up to it, with Dog Tired as well, and it was just holy fuck, the Slug are
Trench Knife.
back. And
Yeah.
Trench Knife, yeah. It was just a case of the Slug's back. Howard, you summed it up as well. To fucking do what they do, you know.
Incredible.
And
They
yeah,
toured
so-
America as well this year.
and they got to
They did,
America
yeah.
this year
Yeah.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fuck it.
Incredible stuff. Incredible.
Yeah, so well done, lads. Best Irish metal band. Welcome back, 10 Ton Slug. Right. Best artwork album / EP. Just so much there.
Just
So
yeah,
much
it's another
there.
different
It's
one.
fucking head melting. So I just named one. And 10 Ton Slug, Colossal Oppressor.
Oh.
Artwork by Adam Burke. Incredible.
Unbelievable.
Incredible.
Brilliant. And you know what? It's like a massive thing for me. There was so many bands that I was listening to this year, like not naming names, but like Burning Realm, like their EP had amazing artwork. And whenever you look at the AI artwork, you're just like, you know, and like that's the weird thing about it. It's like your eye says yes, and then whenever you discover that it's not real, you're just like, oh, this really takes something away from it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel.
Well, I have a load anyway, of course. So Grave Sermon. That
Yeah, what a
was
yeah,
fucking brilliant. It's Gav Doyle. That was incredible. I said Blasted Heathen for the Siege artwork. That's always incredible.
Yeah, it's nice shout out, Danielle. Fair play.
Yeah, it's always class. Molar Bear's artwork was really, really cool. I don't know
Oh,
who did it.
80's man. It's 80, I think, yeah.
Okay, I couldn't find who did it, so
Yeah,
thank you.
drummer.
I thought it might have been somebody in the band because they weren't mentioning him. I don't know if any of you seen the Follow the Signs Stand Tall artwork, but it was from, I don't know if he's Irish, is it Dr. Fan X, but it's a hurling helmet in a skull in a hurling helmet. It's really fucking cool. Really like that.
Missed that.
Yeah, so then Lockhorns, that was class. Top
Red
two
Room,
then, top two then, like obviously 10 Ton Slug, Adam Burke, like that's just like it's amazing. It's so perfect, that fucking slug of a ship, like amazing. Like
Yeah.
I think I seen it. I don't know, did I see it a bit earlier or whatever, but blown away when I first seen it. I was like, this
They
is just
released actually a bigger print of it, and then you
Mhm.
could actually zoom around and see all the other things that were going on in the background. It was fucking
class.
nuts.
But Partholon, Kirk's photo,
Hey,
that's
fantastic.
just incredible as well. Like, you know,
yes.
yeah. Again, there's nothing between the top people.
No.
Like, it's just what a year for metal.
Great stuff. Howard.
Easy for me this year. 10 Ton
Yeah.
Slug. Adam Burke. Adam Burke, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what you want to see. The bit of effort that goes into it, and they showed some of the process on their social media too, which always helps, I think.
Yeah,
Just the amount of work that goes into something like that. Talk, maybe not a lot of talk, but it's a skill. Art is a skill. It's something that's not easy to come by, and AI has probably blurred that line a little bit. So it's nice to see that kind of artwork come out, you know. So for sure, 10 Ton Slug.
Yeah, and they released two big prints of it as well. And I was gutted. I missed out on the large when I was away, and there was another smaller version, but I really wanted a big one. So if I've any favors, lads, please. If any Ronan, if you've anything hanging in the hall up in Cavan, not doing anything, I'd gladly take it. Letty?
I gave it for album. It's kind of my only comparator, really. I gave it to the Donnies, Get Active.
Okay,
I don't
describe
know.
that. I'm not sure. What is?
I don't know how familiar ye are with Kilkenny,
Yeah.
but
Heard of
I
it.
think Evan knows
Heard
it.
of it.
there's a big town hall, and basically years ago it burnt down, and they got
So did
a picture-
Supermax. Or Supermax fucking
Oh,
burnt. That was our 9/11. Yeah,
They got a
that was
picture of it burning.
Kilkenny's 9/11.
They hit the
Oh
Pentagon.
my God.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Got
That
a
was
picture of it
fucking
burning down, and that's just their album cover, and I thought it was deadly.
That sounds class.
Fucking hell. We have to later on post that up,
Post that
Letty,
up.
so we
Yeah.
can see
I
it.
want to see
Yeah.
that.
100%.
Sounds great. That sounds
Evan, we
great.
never
So
forget.
they
we never
robbed
forget.
somebody else's photo of it, is what you're
They
saying.
got permission to use it.
Oh, that's okay.
Hey, Letty knows her facts, man. Come
Go
on.
on, Liddy.
I
Okay.
didn't accuse Letty of fucking robbing the picture.
Is that it, Letty?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course,
So that's the
Supermax.
one, the
That's it.
Donny's class. Okay, Evan.
I'm a bit upset about the Supermax now. Yeah, I had fuck man, that was some hard times. Yeah, just I was beside Joe's. Fuck me, that went up in flames. Yeah, I had 10-ton slug. Just because I remember even kind of Sean was driving Worn Out for the Brujeria gigs, and he was telling us about it. He was just like, you know, give it to your man to do it. He was like, okay, cool. And then just literally came back and the lads are like, perfect, unbelievable. Yeah, then the others are Crimson Butchery because
Class. It's a great fucking album. cover.
bright yellow for death metal is, I'm in, you know. I'm so in. But
That was the first
and
one. The
then
second one was the blood splatter.
Yeah.
And
literally every single thing that they get done is anything
Joe
they
will
ever
know
do.
who's the Joe, who was the
Yeah,
second guy they got? Do you know? It was fucking class. He's a famous dude.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure. I think he's a South American dude. I know he's done a whole bunch of that kind of stuff before,
Yeah.
you know.
That's class, man. It's great, yeah.
Yeah, it's
And then I
fantastic.
think,
They've been very good this year as well, man. The Snowblind EP had
That's
brilliant
lovely,
artwork. Really, really individual looking, you know.
It's cool, isn't it?
But
The
my-
colours, yeah.
Yeah.
my winner is Partholon, just because there's something about the empty space in it. And I also didn't know it was a photo until it, like, you know, a good while after. It's because Howard had sent me their, you know, whatever they were sending to labels and stuff, just to kind of have a look at that.
Was that the orange one?
No, the cover, like, just to be like, this is the photo.
No.
This is what we want before they actually signed with anything.
Okay. Because Howard sent me
Yes.
the original one, which was orange.
That was like
No, I
that was
didn't.
that was
I
the
don't think I
plates,
got
wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah, that was a while
Yeah.
before.
No, I
again.
never saw that.
We're still going through the.
But I
first one.
didn't know. I didn't know if it was a. I didn't know really what it was. So it's kind of like when I was looking at it, I spent ages while listening to the album for the first time, just staring at it, being like, "Is that that's a reflection? That's okay." And I just like kind of invented something that it was completely different in my head. That now every time I see it, I'm like, "How did I think it was something completely different?" But it's, again, that whole album has such a connection to me now that you're not. It'll be very hard for most things. I'll give the whole album best single if I could.
Yeah. Yeah, big shout out to Kirk. Amazing work.
Savage.
Yeah,
We love
Amazing.
Kirk.
What a
We love him.
legend.
Yeah, legend. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, Letty, comments? Well, there's a few people taking a break here.
Right, no worries. Sinead Ryan, this is to Danielle. Go to the gig, you can't turn down a spare ticket. I agree.
Yes, Good advice,
Uh,
Sinead.
I won't make it back for Christmas.
Oh.
Strangers with Guns. Joe, did you ever think about if you'd ever be supporting AAF? Is Joe there to answer the question?
Alien fucking Ant Farm class. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Hey, don't knock them. I saw
CKY.
Aliens Ant Farm. They're fucking class live in
No, but they're
Dolan's.
two different bands there.
And yeah,
Bernadette Ner, that's CKY, and he punched the guy in Alien Ant Farm, and it's Alien
yeah.
Ant Farm, not Alien Ant Farm.
Who said aliens?
You.
I didn't say
Oh.
aliens. Just because you're fucking cheap
Oh.
Don't worry,
headphones,
man.
pick that up.
This is recorded. I'm not
Yeah.
stressed. Like
Joe, we've something there to put to you.
Go on.
Did you ever think you'd be supporting Alien Ant Farm?
No, our old guitar player Luke was all like any other brilliant gigs coming up like next year, like Iron and Cool Chambers guitar straps. But you know what? It was something that like our promoter was like, you guys play stupid music. These guys play stupid music. Maybe there could be some sort of like
together you're intelligent music.
But yeah, you know what? Like we went over really well. Like, and it was cool to play like Sold Out, Limelight, and Academy and stuff. And we were doing the fundraiser for the Gaza thing or whatever for Medicine Sans Frontiers, and like people were pretty generous, so we raised a bunch of money and got over ourselves. Like it's weird. Like whenever you're 19, you would be like, ugh, oh my god, I can't believe you're having lettuce on your burger. Whereas now, whenever you're 40, you're like, I don't give a fuck. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Henry T86, I'm late to the chat. Greetings from the Kingdom. Terror Syndrome. For me, Worn Out are the best band in the country. Their gigs are pure violence, and I always thought that they could easily head over to America, Canada, or something for a festival there. Kai Till I Die. Guan at Kirk Kelly, John Ryan, laughing emojis. Alan Fitz, if we're talking album of the year for me, Slug or Gay Creeper Dark Superstition. Alan, if you're still watching, did you go Gay Creeper in Opium? I was there. Very good. Tomas O'Brien.
Gay Creeper aren't fucking Irish, Alan. You should know better.
Wait for international, Alan.
Yeah.
I might give him a shout out. Tomas
Everyone's
O'Brien.
so mean.
I actually laughed out loud the first time I saw that 10-ton slug artwork. Not in a bad way. It's too perfect, and I think it really helped them get further. Lots of people sharing it internationally. Alan Fitz or Coffin Sisters if Oates, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. I'm so sorry.
Jesus Christ.
That is okay. That is okay, Lenny.
No, the name.
No, you're right. You're right. It's tough.
Okay.
All right, yeah.
Percolac, the Dublin band.
Percolac, yeah. Right, come on, what about him?
No,
album of the year, is it?
No, it just says Percolac. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, right. Best live performance. This is going to be fucking good now.
Possible, man.
Yeah, of course. It's so fucking hard. And we're going to start off with Mr. Dead Cult himself.
What we're doing, best venue is
live
performance. Performance, yeah. God Alone. I have God Alone. When they were in the Kino, again getting to hear that. A lot of the new stuff that was like a lot of road testing for new music, and it was just the three lads as well. It wasn't the like the full whack, but it's just incredible. It's one of those things that it's like there's the one time you get to hear it until it comes out, and it just made me so excited. And again, as well, you know, when you see bands that are unbelievably good, and that first like emotional reaction is to just burst out laughing. I had that for the entire thing. Kind of you're like, I can't believe I'm actually witnessing what they're doing.
And it was only the three lads, is it?
Yeah, it's only the three. God Alone could do a full tour as a three-piece and still be the best band in the entire world. The other two that I have is one Well, I have 3. I have Partholon at the Cork Rehearsal Space gig, because again, as I said, the whole album is, you know, for me, like seeped in emotion that I think is kind of taken over everything. But with that gig itself being so special, knowing that it was happening, and kind of knowing that it was pissing rain outside and we're all in here listening to those tunes. Same with 100-Year-Old Man and Code Speaker. Like all of that was kind of my.
That definitely will be
probably
referenced
live
for
performance.
years to come. Where were you at that?
Yeah,
It was fucking
it
special.
felt like that. And then the next one was Hero and Error in Cork was something special. Now it was mental as well. And Hero and Error, since they came back, are definitely the tightest they've ever been.
Yeah. You supported them that night, didn't you?
We did, yeah, we did.
Yeah, it
for
was
the
fucking
full
great
tour,
gig,
but
yeah.
it was brilliant. And I think like it's not just lads being like, oh fuck it, we'll do a gig again. They took the whole thing seriously. They really, like, you know, they sorted out. They decided to do clicks. They had their tracks on everything, and it was, you know, kind of like, right.
Yeah.
It was when you saw that, you were like, right, they're actually back. It's not just we won't see them again for another 6 years and we'll repeat the same thing. They're actually back.
Okay, cool. Howard.
Fucking really tough one. Trying to think of. You've seen a lot of bands this year, but I mean, I wish 100-Year-Old Man were Irish because it would be easy.
That's exactly what I was. Yeah.
No, you, of course. You can name them. It's best live performance.
In Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
yeah.
They were, as Evan was saying, like there was something special with the night anyway. It just felt different than most other gigs. It kind of felt like the way gigs should be, just DIY sort of spirit, and everybody pulling together and salvage things so late in the day. And it had a bit of magic about it. But 100-Year-Old Man, I like fucking. Evan will know, having played them the few times. There's something so fucking special about them when they get into their pomp. And like about 3 songs in, I think it was, they just. I mean, I was like,
they took off, man.
Over.
I remember looking. I remember looking for you, and I spotted you across the way, and I just put my fucking hand up, and you went, "Yeah, we're off." And that's what it was. When it was literally the 3rd song, and it was just
somewhere around there, man. There was a shift in motion or something, and it just went, "Fuck, this is up and up."
I remember that moment. It was just like, holy shit.
But, if we can include 100-Year-Old Man for sure, then for sure. A shout out to Adversary. Some decent performances. God Alone will always be amazing, but 100-Year-Old Man just had that 100%. Extra fucking level, and the night that was in it made it special, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I just took a picture there, being like, I have another tab opened at the same time as this, and it's that set, the 100-Year-Old Man one. I got them all onto the computer. I literally have it there, and I'm about 38 minutes into it just before watching this, and I'm like, I will watch it straight after as well.
And I watched that. I was editing that, and I must have watched it 9 or 10 times in a row, and just like,
fuck. What's happening with that? Is that going to be released as a video or what?
Yeah. They're all uploaded to YouTube. I'm just going to publish them step by step. The only one that we don't have is Code Speaker, because camera.
That was some fucking performance as well. Holy shit. Okay.
Fucking phenomenal too. Yeah.
Howard.
They're all amazing.
Or sorry, Joe.
Drillnut, band from Armagh. They're like a kind of stoner band. They've been on the go for years, but they kind of reactivated this year and brought out an album. It was really, really cool. As far as internationals, bands who played in Ireland, I don't know. I went to go and see Mr. Big's farewell tour. That was pretty good.
You love Mr. Big. That's so funny, Joe.
Awesome. I love Mr. Big too. They're fucking great.
It's so fucking mad. So that's it. Okay, Mr. Big. Okay, cool.
Mr. Big or Astronaut. That's it.
Here we go. It's stuck in my head now. I'm the one who wants everybody be with you.
Better be 100-Year-Old Man.
Inside I will you be. Anyway, Okay, Letty,
yeah,
you've
right.
gone. I'd say Letty has gone to more gigs than any of us here. I would say.
Oh, I've been to so many gigs.
Yeah.
uh,
Fair
best
fucks.
best Irish, I'd have to give it to. It's a tie for me. It's between Fan Club when they played Whelan's and By Curious when they played Grand Social. Just the
Oh,
way
wow.
they controlled those rooms, it was beyond anything I've ever seen. They had literally the crowd in the palm of their hands.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Wow. By
Like,
Curious, like I mean, for a two-piece, that's really impressive. Like,
Oh, they're
And-
amazing.
yeah,
and
I've
Fan
seen
Club
them.
were
Yeah,
class
they're-
as well.
yeah. And nothing from the Siege, no.
Don't even
Come
get me
on,
started on the
Letty.
Siege.
Come on, Letty.
Probably Uncultivated. They're probably one of my favorites of the night, and
okay.
Fight Will Die.
Oh, Dylan.
Hey, great
Go
stuff.
on.
Great stuff.
And international, I could name everyone. Enter Shikari, I love them. Bring Me the Horizon, I love them. Blink 182 are probably my gig of the year though. And I know I'm losing all of my metal cred for saying that.
There's no problem.
No.
We've got big hearts here, Letty. Big hearts. We'll forgive you for that. If Joe can fucking name check Mr. Big, you're sorted.
Exactly. We're open to people.
Yes, Danielle.
So I didn't realize that we'd be allowed to include international acts in
You ca-
this, but I'm just going to shout out anyone that I've
Yeah.
seen. So I've seen 48 bands at Bad Rep gigs alone this year. So
Oh, shit.
it's been a busy year. That's just Bad Rep gigs. But in terms of Irish bands, the 10 Ton Slug gig was class. That album launch was amazing. God Lone are always amazing, but the last time they played with God as an Astronaut was just fucking fantastic.
Ah, what a combination. Fuck's sake.
Unbelievable.
That didn't get to
Uh,
Cork.
It was such a great
Keen at a
gig.
wedding
Yeah.
that night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen Overhead the Albatross at All Together Now, and that
So
was I don't get that emotional at gigs usually, but that was incredible. They did I don't know if any of you know the speech from the Great Dictator, but they did that over a version of Time, Hans Zimmer Time, and they
Jesus
and
Christ.
they had the Palestinian flag come up at the back in the background, and I was just gone. And I was like, this is just fucking incredible.
Wow, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
It's great.
Yeah, they have a video out for the Hans Zimmer tune as well. I believe it came out 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, that was and I didn't know them before that, but that was class.
Yeah.
So then all of the lads on this podcast, Paris Alone, that was fucking unbelievable at the Siege. Gamma Bomb, that was class. Worn Out, the last time we played at the Siege was my favorite time that I've seen. That was class. I think Trench Knife are just phenomenal.
Such a
live.
good
Yes.
band.
Yeah, man, it's
So fucking good live. But like I could name loads of international bands. I've seen Godflesh, Arthur and Punisher. There's loads there, but I suppose one that really stood out to me that I'm going to give it to for this year was Carosa at Monkfest. And Richie, you were there.
Yeah, that was a good fucking gig. I was at that one.
Oh yeah, you were there as well.
I've
Howard,
seen
yeah.
videos, but I wasn't at it.
I think they really had to
call.
step
Okay.
up because the headliners pulled out last night. 2 headliners pulled out,
Yeah.
and I think Carosa just
having to be done.
yeah, exactly. I think they stood up and really I thought they were class that night. So yeah.
Great call. Have you all given? Is it me?
I think so.
Okay. Just checking. And what was your number one international band, Danielle?
Well, I suppose if I said international, like I could have gone 100-Year-Old Man probably, or Code Speaker. They were class. Arthur and
that's a live
Punisher. There's
performance,
loads.
yeah.
Godflesh.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
Green Lung were unbelievable. Anybody who's at that gig in
I was talking to Brian Hare about that, and he said Green Lung was his fucking favorite gig of the year.
phenomenal. Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
goes
Are
to the
you-
same amount of gigs as you do, probably a bit more even. And he said Green Lung.
Yeah.
That's cool. Fair play.
Are you going to him next year again, Danielle Greenlung?
In Dublin. I'm not
Yeah.
sure because they're doing the festival route and I'm hoping to catch them on a festival. So yeah. Go to Letty. You'll love them.
they're like a day before Pantera, and I'm going to Biohazard as well in the span of like those 2 days. So I'm really torn.
It's worth
This
it.
girl, like,
Listen.
Jesus Christ. To be single. Oh, anyway. Okay, so there's a load here. I've gone to a shit ton of gigs this year, as you all fucking know. Probably some people outside of here just are sick of seeing me on Facebook putting up gigs. And I'm married. I've got a really forgiving wife. But so there's so many here, but I will distill it down. Five Will Die at Siege, Howard.
That's class.
Absolutely fucking amazing. It was
I only got
just
to see a tiny bit of that, and it was incredible.
It was a
Yeah.
celebration, and I hope you enjoyed that, man. It was a
Fucking time of
real,
my life, Richie.
yeah, it
It
was. It was amazing. Uncultivates, doing that fucking speech, or working out that speech,
funny.
for our friend Tricky Dicky, was an honor and a privilege. I'm officially his speechwriter. He's over in Texas, so I'm sure he's watching this. He'd be
I've heard
really
they're great. I've
appreciative.
never seen them. Like,
yeah.
I heard they're great.
God is an Astronaut at Cypress Avenue as a 3-piece blew me the fuck away. It was a really emotional time because the last time they were there, their dad was alive and he used to do the merch and an absolute gentleman. So shout out to Thurston and the lads there. Fucking hell, that was an amazing gig. So Crows at Monkfest was something special. It was amazing. But I thought they had a better sound at the Kino, Danielle.
Cool.
I'd agree. Yeah.
You know,
Nice.
it was
seen both of them.
fucking phenomenal at the Kino. And my number one was 10 Ton Slug at Dolan's, Colossal Oppressor.
That was deadly.
That launch. And
So
the
cool.
international band, for me, I'm a very lucky guy to have seen Jane's Addiction before they literally imploded. So
Oh, I remember seeing that, and then the headline that they were like breaking up. I think I sent it to you.
yeah, what a performance! My God, that was amazing. So that's that. Yeah, Slug again for me. Dan or Letty, quick go on comments. We need to keep moving, lads.
Quick comments.
It's only 20 past 9. We'll be grand. Like,
No, what's time?
yeah, fucking relax here now.
Relax the
Uh,
cat.
People will tell. Yeah, the people will tell us when they're done. All right.
Magic Man 643 Molar Bears artwork for copyright infringement of the year. Very
Quite a casual comment there, really, wasn't it?
Virkulak album of the year for art and concept / overall sound. Terror Syndrome for live, definitely worn out, but also horrendous and uncultivates. Hugh Janus. Big
They were
Big
not
Love
going to
Metals.
be funny. Like,
Big Love Metal Cell and the Irish scene. And sorry for catching you out late. No, Grant, you're grand. Don't worry about it. Hard to agree for Powerful Alone at Cork rehearsal room was magic. Mackenzie, I still have a scar / mark on my leg from the Hero and Error set. 100-year-old man, thank you very much for the nomination. Massive thanks to Evan / Howard and everyone else involved in making that show happen. Alan Fitz, Dog Tired supported Slug, and they were class. Terror Syndrome International for me definitely creates a suffocation. In Limerick was also amazing. Strangers with Guns, High on Fire, Come If the Storm, International Album of the Year.
That's coming up, buddy.
100-year-old man, the Powerful Alone set in Cork practice room made me do a cry. It was that good.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Templeton Peck, best live gig, 5 Will Die. Old Blue Eyes, 5 Will Die at Siege, or 100-year-old man in Belfast. Had enough points in me to get emotional at both. Tomas O'Brien, the Monkfest set was a real heavy one for us for personal reasons, so thanks, Danielle. Mackenzie, Hugh Brins for Scene, MVP. Tomas O'Brien,
100%.
yes. Ronan O'Sullivan, Gig of the Year, 5 Will Die at Core. Moan, album launch might have been 2014. Hard to keep track of time.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell, that's the Bradleys, I think. Fucking hell, that's a throwback.
Yeah, that's Seb.
Kai Till I Die. Yes, Richie. Jane's Addiction were class. Can't include the pick of us. Alan Bowman here.
Alan!
Oh,
Comments.
cool.
Come on, Alan!
Run, Alan. Up, Kelly.
On the lads.
Okay, next one is probably for me pretty easy one, but let's go anyway. We'll shake the tree and see what falls out. Joe, best venue and promoter. Two separate things, best venue and best promoter.
Should we do them one at a time then?
Two separate for me, like really.
Sorry, Joey, I missed that.
I would say two separate for me. Like
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, separate. Yeah,
for
yeah.
me, it would be Voodoo in Belfast because they can put on absolutely any size of gig at all as long as it's underground.
Cool.
Best promoter for me, I'm gonna have to probably say H from DME, even though he's now working for NCE, because it's like bringing the sort of stuff that he's been promoting in clubs into arenas, like into the 3 Arena and stuff like that, is going to be huge. You know, like in a couple of years, we're going to start seeing
Yeah, I agree with Joe there. That's going to such a huge impact on our scene in the next 5 to 10 years if it keeps going. It's a real step up into the mainstream, and a bit of recognition to the scene in Ireland. So I'd have to agree with that. I think I didn't think about it like that, but you're dead right, Joe. That is such a huge injection of interest into what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And it means that like you're going to start seeing a lot of bands who would be booked into like 3,000 or 4,000 seaters in England, like Opeth and stuff like that. If they don't want to play a 2,000 seater in Dublin, they're going to be going to the 3 Arena. So you're going to start seeing way more big metal gigs in Dublin, which is great luck, you know.
Yeah, good call. Evan.
For best promoter and venue.
Yeah.
I'm always going to go Bad Rep.
Yeah.
Always going to go Bad Rep for promoter. I understand the work that well, I probably never understand as much as I don't have children, like thank fucking God. But the extra work that John has to do to still keep up the level that Bad Rep is at is mad, you know. And the bands I think every single time someone plays in Dolan's, again, Dolan's is my venue, and I feel like that's always going to change. It's always not going to change because there's 3 of them in the one place, which you don't you don't get anywhere else. Like
No.
Bad Rep for me. Just like John does the Siege, and I definitely I understand and I agree with H, but I'm more looking, you know, for talking about specific, almost local side of things, and John is just forever and always for me.
Yep. Cool. Letty.
Best venue, I gave it to Whelan's this year.
Nice. That's good to hear. Okay.
Yeah, so I've been to a lot more gigs in Whelan's this year. I think I only went to like 1 or 2 last year, but I frequented Whelan's and Opium probably the most this year, especially over the summer. They had so many gigs. And best promoter, I'll have to give it to DME because I give them so much money.
Yeah, that's fair enough too. That's mad that because when I was living in Dublin for 9 years, Whelan's was one of my fucking go-to places. Like, and it's still so great to hear that you're going there now as well, and it's still relevant. So cool.
It's a lovely, lovely
Absolutely.
space.
Yeah, that's cool. Howard.
It's easy. It's Bad Rep and Dolan's, and
Yeah.
I think and Danielle summed it up. She was at 40 odd gigs there, 40 odd Bad Rep gigs. You know, the Siege twice a year, and ever since COVID, I guess Mick Dolan and the Dolan's crew have really, for want of a better way of description, looked after the lower end of the scene.
Yeah.
They treat you like royalty when you go in there. They treat you the same as they
Vegan
would.
burger's the best.
Yeah. It doesn't matter the level that you're playing at or the crowd you're bringing, they treat you the same as the superstars, for want of a better description. John
Yeah.
and Kieran and the lads, Evan will know this because Evan has put in such a shift this year, you know.
Mm.
But those guys, like, it's relentless work, and it's just so rewarding for us to be able to attend gigs and play gigs, and have a reliable place in Limerick that we can always go to and rely on as a solid foundation. And I understand what Joe's saying about H. It's a different level for me again. You know, those are gigs
That's what I'm thinking of as well. Yeah.
But the impact that will have long term is going to be fantastic for everyone, I think. But in terms of consistency over the last 10 years or so, the lads have just been kicking it out the park every year. So long may it continue.
Yeah, all themselves as well. It's all them. You know,
Exactly.
there's no you know, there's no other factor. It's just them. If it's that thing of like with promoting stuff, it's like you have to ask, like, okay, where is the risk on this if nobody shows up? And the risk is like financially on them. So there's a level of like heart that you put yourself into it to a, you know, a bit more to a certain degree, rather than have any kind of, you know, big bank to, not to say big bank like as in like there's fucking hundreds of thousands of euro for, but I think anyone kind of that does gigs or has played even 2 gigs in their life will know what I mean. The kitty to fall back on and taking risks is a lot smaller when it comes to certain promoters, and I think Bad Rep have just used hard work in order to get where they are and be able to get some of the gigs to Limerick. Like if it wasn't for gigs, I'd fucking probably never be in Limerick in my entire life. I was contemplating moving to Limerick after COVID, like.
Danielle,
I don't even think you have to ask me, really. Like,
I know, but I have to.
You do, unfortunately for you. Yeah, so it's funny, following on what Evan just said there about you were thinking of moving to Limerick. So I moved, when I was looking to buy a house, I was like, Bad Rep gigs in Limerick was one of the things. And the distance to Dolan's in a taxi was what I checked in every house that I was going to buy.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's an actual fact. Like, as I said, like, I've seen 48 bands at Bad Rep gigs this year. Not only that, like, they haven't just formed, like, you know, it's great that they bring all these amazing bands through. They formed a community, and you see the same people at the gigs. There's new people coming through as well the whole time. It's just this community that they've formed in Limerick is just incredible. The bands that are coming through are amazing. Dolan's are obviously my venue as well. Like,
yeah,
I can't say enough good things about Dolan's. The staff are fabulous, from the security to the bar people. They're all amazing. Yeah, it's a class venue. Also, the food is fucking great as well. If you're hungry when you're there, you can get everything you
burger.
want. Yeah,
but it's so nice that Joe has experienced it now with Gamba Bomb, you know, which is great. Like, you know, because
and like it's the perfect template for, you know, I would love to see a similar operation on the go in Derry or anywhere else, so that like there's a kind of weird sort of cutoff where, because you guys have got like Bad Rep and Dead Cult and stuff in the southwest of the country, it's kind of like Dublin is still in that situation where it's very difficult for people to find a venue who are like Dolan's, who are willing to like actually put support behind live music, you know. And I think it's the same with the rest of the country, you know. So hopefully, like in a few years, we'll see stuff like Dolan's and Bad Rep happening in places like Derry or, I don't know, fucking Enniskillen or wherever, you know.
Yeah, and it's a massive shout out to Mick Dolan himself and Dolan family for like investing in metal and really like supporting it over the years. Like,
the trust that they've put in is mad. Like,
fucking crazy. It is crazy. Yeah.
A few years ago, Decapitated played in Dolan's, and one of my friends was chatting to Mick Dolan, and he knew the exact number of years it had been since Decapitated last played. He was like, "Oh, they haven't been here in about 14. I think it was 14 years." Whatever, he had the exact number. He knows exactly what's going on, and he just completely embraces it, and so does the whole family. And it's fantastic. And Nettie, how did you find it? It was your first time being in Dolan's this year as well. Was it your first time as well this year, Joe? So the two of you had your first
We
experience.
were there last year for Siege, and then we were
Yes.
here this year downstairs for a gig
Yeah.
as well. And amazing.
Oh.
Actually played downstairs as well before in a tribute band, but you know, as you said, the hospitality and the support that they get down there is insane. You wouldn't get
Yeah.
that anywhere else.
That's it. And Leslie, what did you think, like, coming from...
It really, really impressed me. Just the layout of it, how easy it was to get around from the different stages and all that. Like, if it was easier for me to get there, I'd be down there for more gigs. It's just, unfortunately, easier for me to get up to Dublin than to Limerick.
Yeah. Okay, so
So-
yeah, no brainer
So
for me.
is
as well.
John just mean to me and not mean to anyone else then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Did I say that out loud?
the fucking
Yeah, so bad
small
reputation,
bitch.
promoter, and Dolan's best venue. I can't add
Yeah.
anything else but that. But I will say that John is so generous with his time.
Yeah, he's amazing.
For a family man, and he's so fucking generous with his time.
Before we move on to Richie, I think it's really important to give Evan his due credit for the last year too. I mean,
Yeah.
Dead
Oh,
Cult
grand.
have done
Absolutely.
amazing work.
Absolutely.
And,
We're
like,
sick of talking about him.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the truth, and you know, we've a lot to thank Evan for in Cork to keep things ticking over the way that he has. So, you know, it's very difficult for me to ever switch from John and Dolan's, but I think Evan is on a really, really upward curve, and I think we all should be very grateful for it and look forward to what he has
100%.
for next year.
Yeah.
Seems like Cork is really like coming together. There seems to be a great community down there. The scene seems to be great. You know, it's all good, Evan. Well done.
Yeah, I still voted for John.
Where did you vote for yourself? Like, you know?
Is it? No, not at all. I fucking worked my ass off. Trust me, if I wanted to, if I thought I was better, I would. But 100%, like John, the stuff he does for
look,
for
Evan
Irish
knows.
fans is
Look,
amazing.
Evan, you know, it's
Yeah,
not lost on us.
100%,
You know what I mean? But just that's it. And long may you, as I said, look, keep fucking doing what you're doing. And it's just we're I think, Howard, considering where we were maybe a few years back, and you know, when Mark Morrissey was on the scene and stuff, and it was growing, and then the whole thing, fucking the arse fell out of it. For what Evan caught that fucking torch, man, and he's just fucking even brought it to 2 or 3 different levels now, and you know,
Stronger
we're
every
fucking,
year, which is
we're blessed to have you, Evan.
Great. Absolutely.
You know, and
remember he got blamed for that as well.
Well,
you worry when someone comes along because you're like, how long is it going to take for him to realize this is a nightmare of a fucking job and I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But Evan has consistently pushed it up year after year after year, which is just fucking incredible. And
so well done, man. Well
done, Ev.
Yeah, Letty, some comments there, please.
Yeah, so Thomas O'Brien, what bad rep do is absolute magic. Lundy, Jesus, I'm late. Tomas Hines here. You should make your way. You should make your way out to Enniscorthy. The Outrage Entertainments are doing absolute wonders, reviving the scene out my neck of the woods. That's true. I've seen a good few. I haven't been to any, but I've seen a good few gigs advertised for the Arts Centre. They look class.
Yeah, it's dead right. Actually, yeah, I've seen a few of them as well, and it's great to see it like spreading out, not just being in the main centre cities. Like, so, on the lads.
Mup Enniscorthy.
Yep.
Temple.
It seems to be a big enough venue for that as well.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it online when I've been looking for the gig guide, and it looks pretty big from the pictures on the website.
Yeah, it looks savage. Fair play to them, like.
Templeton Peck, best venue, the Well Bar. Nina, thanks PJ. Terror Syndrome. I was meant to be playing in Limerick in October for the first time with Craven. Actually, it's unfortunately got cancelled though. Devastated Here's hoping for Siege. And Terror Syndrome again. Also, shout out to Sieve Promotions for starting this year here in Cork. I played their launch show. Absolutely savage. The fact Cork now has 2 metal promoters is amazing.
3. We've got
Ideal.
Tinnitus as well.
Cool.
Tinnitus
Yeah.
Michelle.
Where was that gig? The Seeds Promotions or any of you know lads?
They do stuff in Fred's. Yeah. They've had the last one that they had. Was it a specific one that you're? Yeah, no. Seeds do a lot of gig in Fred's. The last one they had was Survivalist in Fred's. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not wrong. I know they have another one coming up, but I'm not going to leak someone's fucking show.
And we have Tinnitus as well with Michelle, who's been kind of on the scene for about 15 or so years.
She has shows coming up as well. Yeah.
She has shows coming up too. You know, she kind of
does
caters
indeed,
for the art housey stuff, I guess. You know.
Such a good name for.
She did the
promotion
Magic gig as well. Like, yeah.
She did that exactly.
Yeah.
Richie's after clock out.
Oh, Richie coins. He's a meter has run out.
yeah. And he making
Waiting
fun of
fucking
you.
4 years for this.
Now we can actually say whatever the fuck you want.
Well,
We
you
won't
can,
feel rushed.
yeah.
Put it in the comments,
Everyone else
Richie.
feel like, come on.
We need to get Ruben on immediately.
Yeah, we need to get Ruben on again. Ruben was happy for everyone to just
Remember
say
that?
their piece.
Yeah. Poor
Do you know what
Ruben.
the problem obviously was? Is that he only had a minimal amount of time. That's why he was like, okay, cool. Come on, we'll move on.
Yeah. He's cut out now.
We can't move on. This is forever. The pain is forever.
So if we could get Richie into the YouTube comments to tell us what to do, that'd be awesome.
Who is head of the
Richie.
podcast now?
What's
Yeah,
funny
I see
though
that.
is that Richie has to edit this. So like we can do what the fuck we want now.
Nah, fuck it. All he has to do is click publish and he's all good. Yeah, he is all good.
He was definitely sitting being like, oh, an hour and a half is loads of time. It's not going to take an hour and a half and then different.
Do.
Yeah, look at
We're
this
not
now.
even. We still have a good few left.
Yeah,
Danielle,
this is after
you
clock.
Best-
like the sort of lady who want to freestyle the rest of it. Like if we
Okay.
put down
Go for it, Danielle.
maybe.
Okay. So the best comeback is one of them, but I hope the best comeback will be Richie when he comes back onto this. It'd be perfect if he just came on and was like, "Hey,
You're like, yeah!
what's
Shout out to
up?"
fucking to Gary Regan with his high all Rego
Oh,
from
hey!
What were you saying
Here and
without
there.
me? Oh my god.
Oh, he's back.
Well,
Oh,
you
look
have
who
to
decided to come back.
Put money in the
crawl
meter,
back.
Richie.
Jesus Christ.
His ears were burning.
Do you know what? I actually
And it
felt a
wasn't
lot
just
more at
that.
ease.
But the lunatics
there in
did
the
take
last
over
couple
the
minutes.
asylum.
Yeah, and it felt good. It felt real fucking good.
Free
I
there
bet
for
you
about-
did. I bet you did.
Yeah. Shout out Gary Regan from Here and Air and plus other band.
Ah,
Oh,
Okay.
mystery.
anyway. We're on to best merch t-shirt and hoodie. Who wants to take that? Joseph. Joe.
Worn out. Let's just say worn out.
Okay. Well done. Jesus, simple as that. That's high praise indeed. Gamma
And
Bomb have
next,
been, Gamma Bomb have been fantastic for incredible merch throughout the years, and that's high praise from you, Joe. Thank you. Well done. So, worn out, Letty.
Worn out.
Oh, Jesus, 2 in a row. It's like a game of fucking X's and O's. Can we get another one? Danielle, over to you.
Okay, so
No
I've
pressure.
I thought Tintin Slugs merch was class for the album launch. Tombs merch is always unreal. Very,
You're
very
wearing
good. Yeah, and their Siege merch was class. I was wearing that earlier before I
the jersey, yeah, that was sick.
yeah. Worn out as well. Always absolutely jelly, but like Gamma Bomb, your merch is just always fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, the Christmas jumpers that'll be
I
forever
love the
etched in
Christmas
my, like
jumpers,
that's
Absolutely.
it's,
So fucking
wouldn't
fun.
even know how to get a blank for that, like.
Yeah, how would you get it? Like, yeah.
Do you knit blanks, like?
Class.
Okay, so Gamma Bomb. Howard.
Again, they're so consistent. 10 ton slug. I mean, they have so much variety and options to choose from. I really like Gamma Bomb stuff. It's always really good. And the worn out stuff is really slick. But
Yeah.
just in terms of if you go and the siege merchandise is always amazing
Oh, it's
too.
amazing.
Yeah.
But overall, it's the 10 ton slug merch. There's so much option, so much choice. There's something for everybody.
Cool. Ev?
Axe Catcher.
Ooh, cool. Yeah.
By far the best merch that everyone. One of the t-shirts I have in there, I meant to wear it, but I'm wearing my new mud one. It's a Goosebumps themed t-shirt, and it's fucking. Do you know what? It's so good that when I was in work, someone came over to me and was like, "That t-shirt is class." I'm like, happened 3 or 4 times the first day that I wore it in after getting it. And people have no idea who Axe Catcher is. And they were just like, "That's unreal." And I'm like, straight away, it's like at the end of the day, if you're getting people that haven't a clue what it is, and it's just visually appealing to the point that 3 people in an office come over to you being like, "Your t-shirt's unreal." I'm like, I know. Not going to play the band, but thank you.
Yeah. I've a lovely white one with pink Axe Catcher, and the amount of people that stop me going, "Holy shit, that's so cool."
It's sick. They're so good every single time.
I have a few. I've got Worn Out, I've got 10 Ton Slug, I've got my pals here, Molar Bear. The most expensive fucking t-shirt I've ever bought.
Yeah,
by the
because
way.
it's so many colors, like.
Yeah, and the fact that I had to pay import duty, and anyway, but I love it, lads. Thank you, Molar Bear. But best merch, t-shirt, hoodies, Siege of Limerick all day long. So
yeah.
shout out to the lads there involved in that. Blasted Heaton, isn't it?
Yeah, and Blasted.
Yeah,
But
class.
they change up sometimes, but yeah, Blasted Heaton was this year.
Yeah, okay. Now, best video. This is something that there was a lot of great effort went into that, and a lot of different ideas. So one of them was so fucking good it caused my laptop to crash this evening. So I'll more on that later.
Laptop.
My fucking new laptop. My heart was in my mouth. But okay, Danielle, we'll go with you.
So I don't really watch videos. That's my whole thing. Every year.
I remember this from last year. Oh my god! Did you make an effort this year? You make?
I'm just going to give it one. No, because every year, like for fuck's sake, I put effort into everything else. This one, but I'm going to give it to Gamma Bomb Coffin for Christmas because that was just so much crack. I think as well. When he was playing Connect 4 upside down, I thought I was going to clap in the corner. Fantastic.
We were literally we're like, let's go into this alleyway and play football. And the 2 classic things happened, which was one of the lads immediately kicked the ball over the wall and found a massive box that said Lucan on the side of it, and all took turns spitting in it. Like.
Fantastic.
And Joe, like deciding on an outfit for that, like what was it 80s? Was that the fucking description?
It was one of the things that I remember about the 80s or early 90s was that, like, on Christmas Day, if you got a football outfit, you put it on top of your before your stuff. It was like that was the most natural thing. And like, I swear to God, John Roach arrived in the most perfectly dressed way, where you're just like, each looks like a pedophile from like from 1993. Perfect.
Fantastic. Howard, best video.
I really enjoyed the Gamma Bomb one, but I'm low-key obsessed with Old Blue Eyes' running videos. The one with the Ring doorbell was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I spun that,
It's the one, I think it's called Sam. It's the one where he's in space.
Yeah.
Mini with a camera and something to record. He's on a purple patch this year, so all these videos are class.
That was 100,000 euros, I believe. Was he had to go to actual space?
He actually went to space.
Yeah. We didn't know if we were getting him back, like.
But yeah, Old Blue Eyes Sam. Go check it out and check out all these videos. They're just so fucking funny.
Thinking outside the box. Evan.
Sam, that was the very first one, and then the other one is Second Rodeo by Uncultivated. It's amazing. I believe they got Minnie to do it. They hired Minnie to do it. And what was the other one that I had here now? Oh yeah, Caveat, Idle Discourse.
Yeah,
I think
class.
the color grade on that is fucking. I had the colorists. I presume that's what they meant by colorist, but the color grade on that video is so well done, so well done. So yeah, they'd be my three.
Yeah, great call. Joe?
Well, it wasn't like a documentary section, so I was like, I would say your doc on Partholon, the We Swallow the Ocean, was a lot more than I watched any of the rest of it. And like, man, a lot of it was because of the cinematography, like the vistas of the sea and stuff in it were beautiful. It was very, very nicely shot.
Yeah, fair play to Kirk as well. Yeah. Give him a big shout out there,
Legend.
because that was beyond my fucking budget all day long, So it was great to work with Kirk and then
Kerry.
just what?
Cork
And Kerry, of course. Yeah. But yeah, thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that going into best video.
Euro is what Sam cost. We just got official. It was 20k euro. That's what it costs in the end. Yeah, 20k euro. Fucking
20K
fuck.
Letty.
20k euro.
So I just like in general live music videos of like footage of bands playing with it synced up to the song. I really like those sort of videos. So I have to go with Idle Discourse, Rotten Egg, because it combines when they played the Academy with Skindred and when they played Whelan's with Jet Fuel Chemistry.
Yes.
And I also really liked Jet Fuel Chemistry's music video for Novichok. That one is really, really good.
Ooh, very good. Okay, so I have 10. In at number 10 for me was Idle Discourse, Caveat. Number 9, Partholon Pillars. Big shout out to Alan for that, man. It's fucking crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah, Jesus. I you know, it was different, Howard, and I fucking watched it a few times and it was just like perfect. It just made sense for some fucking reason for him to do that, Number 8, Hero and Error, Enemy Within. Number 7, Aura, Capsize. They're such a fucking great band, and I love their grasp as well of the way they film stuff. So keep an eye on them for next year. Croza, As Within, filmed in UCC, the church there. Inshroud, A Fate for No One. Have any of you seen that yet?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I haven't. I don't think.
Check
Maybe
it
I
out.
have.
It's really fucking brilliant. It's a strong piece. Number 4, Worn Out Deeper. Big shout out to what's his name? Help me.
Paul.
What was it? Paul Flynn.
Paul,
Correct?
yeah. I came up with the idea and Paul filmed it.
Yeah, it's fucking mad, man. And do you know what I loved, Evan, about it as well is just the fact that
it was cheap.
Well, not only was it cheap, but like you've got these guys over in America losing their shit over it on the reaction videos. Yeah, so fucking well done, man.
Idiots.
So number 3, The Crawling, Bound to the Negative. Fantastic piece of work there. Number 2, which caused my fucking laptop to fucking literally collapse tonight and give me fucking the heebie-jeebies. Shirel Labs, In the Company of Wolves. Keep an eye on them. They're very interesting, and they've got big plans for February, I think, if my information is correct. But number 1 for me is Asect, Simulacra. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Have you seen that?
No.
Okay, shame on you.
Best
video.
I've missed Asect all year, so it's something I need to rectify.
Absolutely fucking fantastic. And the
what is
guy
it?
why does he always like? Is there a fucking 10-minute delay with you up in Cork? Like, what's this? It's not uncultivated and it's not worn out. It's a sect.
Oh well, then fucking delete it. So
Lacra. And you're making me pronounce that fucking thing again.
Say it again. What is it?
It is Simulacra.
It is Simulacra. Okay, it's
Is that how you pronounce
fantastic.
it?
And the actor they got to do it, my God, wow, it's amazing. It's just basically someone losing their mind, but there's a lovely twist in it, and it's very clever. And again, it was all shot in one day. So as far as I know, one day, and incredible stuff, lads. So well done, a
They
second.
were dead the whole time, was it?
You have to watch it,
Or
Evan.
like, or he was his father.
He
or
was a
something.
ghost.
He was a ghost, was it? Or he was Bruce.
And I'm about
What's
to
his
mute
name?
Evan. Letty, any comments
I
there?
can mute
please?
myself. Thank you very much.
We have Missed Ya Big Man Richie's after clocking out. Sinead Ryan, another vote for the well. We lost PJ recently. Many years of tireless
Rest in
support
peace,
of all
PJ. He was a
musicians.
fucking legend.
Sinead Ryan with Roisin. Gary Regan, hi all, with a waving emoji. Mackenzie, you're locked in that Zoom call forever now, lads. Sorry. And then Richie came back.
Oh
and
my
Missed Ya
God,
Big
what were
Man
they saying?
commented, Return of the King. And Chogborts with Daddy.
Daddy.
All
There he
blue eyes.
is.
All blue eyes. He's worse than Marie for the technical issues. Gary Regan with this eyes emoji. Mackenzie, my Gamma Bomb socks are the best merch I've ever got. Sinead Ryan, Skellig wearing it as metal Christmas tee looks like Spiky Wreath. Strangers with Guns, I think they're still on best venue. Limelight in Belfast because of the parking.
Yeah.
Templeton Peck, best video overhead, the Albatross. Chogborts with Mr. Mini.
Mr. Mini. That's what they're trying to say.
Oh, sorry. All Blue Eyes, Sam cost me 20k. Tomas O'Brien with a crying emoji, and All Blue Eyes, 20k, €1,000.
20k, 1,000, yeah. I'd say, do you know what? From now on, we'll just pick the best comments rather than all of them.
So we've 4
Pick the
categories
best
left.
ones.
I hope people are still with us. We're having a great
We've got
time.
35.
Okay, okay, good. We're still relevant.
Whoa.
Okay, so there's 4 left, and please stay tuned in because the big one with the actual physical award. Here it is. Look at this evil fucking thing.
Don't know.
Oh, wow, way.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah,
So stay fucking tuned in.
Oh, pre-picked.
That's gone up in value now, like.
So stay tuned.
Now it has some.
The MVP of the Irish metal scene is coming up, and there's a twist. There's a twist in the tail, but stay tuned for the reason why. Okay, so best comeback band.
Richie gets it.
/ album / performance. No, I don't. But I did get to pick my nose at it. So, best comeback band, album, or performance, whichever you choose. Joe.
Well, comeback and album already. It's been 10 Ton Slug, so how can you possibly?
Okay.
I don't think that counts.
That's Joe. He can do whatever he wants.
Don't call it a comeback.
So what? Is it not a comeback album? No?
Yeah, but they weren't like not a band. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well,
they weren't like, oh my god, they're back. Like, yeah, what people like get like, nah, I'm calling that now. That's not fair.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I meant to say worn out stroke.
Well, actually, I would have said Uncultivates.
Whenever is coming next is really good.
Yeah. Uncultivates are going to win best new band and best comeback at the same time.
Evan, man, there's a thing where in the south of Ireland people say eccentrics, and the north of Ireland people say zentrics.
Zentrics.
I'm going to debate the same thing, where I'm going to keep calling you guys uncultivities in the north of Ireland. And I think it might. I really do.
No, look, I don't. As long as you're talking about them, I don't think they give a shit what you call them. As long as you
We're just
talk
gonna
about
have
him,
the Evan Award next year.
Yeah. Anyway,
and I
so
won't win it.
Joe, 10-ton slug. And do you know what? It's about time they came back. So yes, great one. Letty.
All three go to fan club because when I saw them, they opened for Metallica, and it showed me what the Irish scene could do. They were my first favorite Irish band.
And when
then
was that, Letty? Give us a perspective. When did they open for? Was that
29
Slane?
Yeah, that was 2019.
Okay.
So I
think I
was
remember seeing that,
16.
alright, yeah.
I was 16 or 17. And then they played the Button Factory, and I really wanted to go, but I was too young to get in.
Okay.
So then COVID happened, and they disappeared off the face of the earth, and I've just been waiting. You know that scene in Twilight where your one's in just the chair and all the seasons pass? I've just been waiting for them to come back.
Obviously, yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes too in Twilight. Was that number 5 or number 6?
It's in the second one, I think.
Okay, no bother. Yeah.
There is no 5 and 6, Richie. How do you not know this? You've been found out.
But I finally got to see them this year in Whelan's, and it was honestly one of my favorite moments of the year that I actually got to see them and I got to chat with them.
Letty, are they a 3-piece or a 4-piece? I remember them as
3.
3-piece.
They're a 3-piece, but they've got an extra guitarist live, so
Okay.
they're technically a 4-piece. And I remember my mom met him at Electric Picnic. I was so jealous.
Fucking it. But like, what happened? Do you think was it COVID just fucking knocked them? Like, where were they? I presume if you're supporting
stopped
Metallica, you're
music.
on the way up.
They just literally just disappeared.
Did it break up or what? Like, what happened? to
They
'em?
says they were on the verge of breaking up, but
No need to shout. No need to shout. We can-
sorry. They says they were on the verge of breaking up, but then they came back and did this EP because there was rumors that they were just going back and forth in the studio recording, and
So they're fucking more. It was more or less a reset. So they got to such a stage, and now they're starting at the bottom again, working back up. Is that roughly it? Like,
it seems so because they sold out like their
Fuck
little
me.
comeback tour.
Jesus, that's strange. Okay, I wasn't aware of that. Maybe Evan.
I
were
think
you?
they also got dropped from Sony as well, did they?
I have no idea. I know they made the cover of Hot Press. That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think
That's
maybe
listen.
getting
It's great you
dropped from
experienced
Sony
that
had
anyway.
something to do with it.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Howard.
Fuck's sake. 5 will die.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Easy one.
100%.
I just got so much fucking joy out of the whole experience and everything that came with it, and I can't think of any other bands that have come back other than my own one. So just for the sheer joy of it, the sheer fun of it, and watching the lads all be in the room again together, fucking with all the history that we have over 25 years or so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
just for me. And I nearly didn't get to play. I had the pneumonia at the time, and
That's
so
right.
a
I
lot
was just
of-
gonna
a
fucking
lot of-
say it. Yeah.
a lot of that process and a lot of that effort that we were putting in, I was outside of it. I was kind of the outside looking in a little bit. So I was a bit, it was nice to be a fan, for want of a better word, for a little while as well. It just brought me so much fucking happiness. So
Yeah.
5 will die.
Cool. Danielle.
Yeah, so I have Hero and Error.
Yeah.
They came back, didn't they? Yep.
Did it?
Perish the Thought.
Yep.
They
Shout
came
out to the
back,
boys.
And then the number one has to be 5 Will Die. Like that was, yeah. It was... What are you laughing at, Evan?
Because I've gotten rid of the screen of the Zoom thing, and I'm like, I have mine, and you've read them out in order minus one more that I had, and I'm like, am I fucking live streaming my screen that you're just reading it off? And I was like,
Screen
what
sharing.
the fuck? Yeah, I was like, oh shit! It's like, man, what am I actually doing here?
Okay, Ev, what have you got?
I have Hero and Error, Perish
Yeah.
the Thought, 5 Will Die, and then Genova.
Oh, they come back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, yeah,
they
come back.
came back. They did the
They
gigs with
did
Hero and Error.
shit. Great call.
They did the
Yeah.
Dublin and the
Yes.
Cork one, and my god,
Siege.
they are
Siege as well.
so
as well,
much
yeah.
fucking heavy. They did Siege, yeah. They have they're just fucking heavier. Their Siege set was absolutely incredible. It was like, again, one of those ones that you just start laughing so many times.
Yeah, Chris is an
Um,
amazing frontman.
Chris
Yeah.
on vocals, and he's exactly what they
Yeah.
need.
Yes, he
And
is.
Ken,
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Kenzie on guitar as well. The lads they've nailed the lineup now, and for a band that, you know, it's been years since Brian was playing with them, and then they kind of just disappeared. So
Yeah.
you know,
100%. Yeah.
been trying to push them to do the gigs was like, yeah, they were ready to go, and they killed it. Like,
Yeah. So I will let go all that. Hero and Error, Perish the Thought for sure, and Five Will Die, but I will fucking include Genova on that. So welcome edition, man. And when they played Fred's, they were fucking class. So they were
unreal. Yeah, 100%.
okay. Best social media, Letty.
Uncultivated.
Wait, but who won?
Five Will Die.
Know, yeah.
Five
Will Die. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I thought so. Yeah.
Well done, Howard. By the way. Yeah. Cool.
Hey.
It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer.
Yeah. No, I
best
agree.
social media, Letty, Uncultivates. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Howard.
So I shout out to Uncultivates. Shout out to a lot of bands. 10 Ton Slugger, always great. Gamma Bomb.
I wonder what he's gonna do.
Fantastic. But this year, I'm going to go for Brigantia for again.
Again, yeah.
for the
Did they
fourth year
even
in a row.
post that this year?
Oh my
They had
God.
I think they had 2 posts around the Siege performance and like a Happy Christmas or something. So, you know,
Amazing.
fair play to the lads and long may it live. I fucking love it.
Joe, best social media, Joe.
It has to be Uncultivates for me. I'm such a massive fan of Faith No More and their Carry On, like with Mike Patton from 1990 to about 1994, and I get loads of that vibe with Uncultivates, where it just feels like it's a really weird and inclusive space, is how I would describe it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to go next. Yeah, Uncultivates. There it is. Uncultivates. Yeah, 100%. Great crack. The scene needs something different, and Uncultivates ticks all the boxes, even though they're from America, but they have an affection. with
Playing
all this,
Ireland
so-
enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
played
have
Ireland
Irish
enough, yeah.
citizenship, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Daniel.
So I had a few here. So I thought Mole Bear was very funny for their Felt It social media. That was funny.
Yeah.
God Alone is always good crack. Gambom always has a really good cause, as is Lancome. Don't know if people listen to
Yeah.
Lancome.
Oh, Lancome are incredible.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah, same vibe as Gambom. So yeah, again, Uncultivates. Like, how could you not?
I know, yeah.
Yeehaw!
As their PR guy.
Oh,
As
I
their
could
PR
do the
guy.
American accent going yeehaw, but I can't. But, yeah.
Shout out to the Crawling as well, who always have a pretty good presence
They
online.
do, yeah.
Their
fantastic.
vlogs. I love their vlogs.
Fantastic.
I'll read out what I have. What do I have now? I have Uncultivates because they're fucking excellent at it. The Crawling vlogs, Idle Discourse are excellent. We're just keeping things themed. And Cell Games as well. Cell Games are actually really, really, really good
Yeah,
at
good call.
Okay.
kind of keeping things, you know, very themed to what they want to do, which has its pluses and its minuses, but they nail it every time. Like, fair play to them. But yeah, Uncultivates are fucking hilarious as well.
Sherelle Labs as well. Keep saying it. Keep an eye on them. They're very fucking clever, and I'm looking forward to see what they'll be releasing in February. They're different. They're a bit like Faith No More, and you know, they're savvy as well with social media. This is going to be. Oh no! What we're going to do now is go to comments, and then we've 2 left. Building up to the MVP of the Irish metal scene, Letty.
all right. Comments.
I'm gonna pee.
We have Tomas O'Brien picking the nose with the award only adds value, surely. I say it's got to be worth at least 20 grand now. And
Enough to
Tomas
fund an old Blue Eyes fucking video.
Trip to space, yeah. Tomas O'Brien again. International comeback for Canta?
Oh, Canet, I would imagine. Canet.
Canet, yeah.
Fucking great band.
Mackenzie, thank you for the Genova love with a heart emoji, and Chog Borts with a horse emoji.
Interesting. Okay. How many are left in this marathon fucking things watching, Ellie?
24.
24. Okay. We're dropping. Coming up
Keep
to
it
the
relevant, guys. Keep it relevant.
yeah. Best international album. Danielle.
Okay, I have a few. Mastiff, The Precipice.
Oh,
Fucking
brilliant.
deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you had Jim on, Letty.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
He was stand out.
Yeah. Bong Ripper, Empty. But not the strongest album, but it's still very strong. But it's still a good album. High and Fire, Come With the Storm. Cannon Fever. I might be pronouncing that completely wrong. I have to thank Brian Herr for that.
Oh, nice one.
He recommended this band to me at the Siege when I was wheeled, and I somehow remembered it. I remembered it. I seen it was like saved on my Spotify. Yeah, they're a German band. They sing about World War One. It's
That's
fucking
it.
class.
Yeah, class.
Deadly. June, Void Kind.
Oh fuck! What a release! Correct. I saw them live. Oh my god, it is something special live.
I seen them at Copenhagen this year, and I seen them at Damnation in Leeds 4 or 5 years ago. Unbelievable. But I'm giving it to Thou, Umbilical.
Thou Umbilical. I'm going writing that one down. Okay,
Yeah.
don't know that one.
Write that one, Thou.
THOU, Thou.
Yep, Thou.
Okay.
Yeah.
Umbilical.
Oh, another two to mention. Sorry, Code Speaker, Scavenger, and Leak. God Hates the South. Code Speaker, obviously we all know Code Speaker class. Leak, if you like any of the Louisiana bands like Crowbar, Down, any of those. Leak, God Hates the South is very cool.
Okay.
But Thou gets it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Howard.
So I kind of broke it up into a couple of. I have an EP and an album.
Good.
Shout out to the Blood Incantation release was. I'm not sure if I like it or not, but I've listened to it an awful lot. I'm still getting my to grips with it, I guess. The Thou album is amazing. I'd recommend anyone to check that out. Code Speaker Scavenger is my favorite album by an international band. It's the one I've listened to most. And a shout out too for Host Body's EP.
Yes.
What a
great
EP.
release. So those two, EP and album, Code Speaker and Host Body.
Great call, Howard. Yeah, nice one. Evan.
I have Code Speaker with Scavenger. I have Giant Walker. I don't know if anyone's listened to that.
Yes. Great call.
Silhouettes.
Great call.
And I knew from the first single that came out, I was like, this is going to be.
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be like my overall album of the year almost. Lorraine album is incredible. Better Lovers, Hidden Mothers, Harriet, 200 Stab Wounds, Knocked Loose. They're kind of that's kind of the grand scope. I didn't want to go too far in for international.
No, that's fucking hell. Yeah, great calls there.
Yeah, because I feel like I'd have kind of too much to go through. But yeah, there was amazing stuff. But I think that Giant Walker album, like that's a masterclass in just like proper, especially like just instrumentation of how to really write a proper.
I think it made Heather Regan's list as well.
Did it? Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, 100%. He loves them.
Yeah.
He loves them. Yeah. Joe.
Yeah, amazing.
Has to be Judas Priest, Invincible Shield for me. I couldn't believe that they were still doing it this well. It's weird, like if you think about like heavy metal like this, like a band like what would Worn Out sound like in 2074? You know?
That's nuts.
You're like
we'd be dead.
Go for 50 years and they brought out an album this good 50 years into their career.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of people like that, like the Stones. Like nobody expects the Stones to bring out a decent album, but fair play to Priest. Like, you know, Rob Halford obviously still has a lot of fire, so good on him.
Yeah. Firestarter, or was it Fire? What's it called? What was the one before that? Firepower. My God, what an album!
Yeah.
I'm still listening to that today. Like it's just unbelievable. So yeah, very good, very good. Letty, come on, Letty. I know
Yes,
this is it. This is where she's at. This is where Letty educates us.
Yeah.
And
Right,
you have
then-
I want to take notes
Before, hold
here,
on a
Letty.
second. Hold on a
Right.
second. Before you go any further, thank you so much for being this shining beacon for us right through the year, Letty, with your unbelievable work and educating us with new bands. Yeah, it's incredible. Thank you, Letty. Well done.
Come
Fair
on,
play.
Letty.
No problem at all. I've really enjoyed taking over the Smash and Skull sessions and even doing the gig guides for the Metal Cell. Like, I won't say too much, but 2025 is where it's going to be at for the Smash and Skulls.
Good. Great to hear.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're killing it, to be fair. You're absolutely killing it.
Thank you very much. If anyone's been watching the interviews, they know I've been
Yeah.
shouting out like 2 albums for the whole year since they came out.
Can I
So-
just say one? And I'm going to get it wrong, but I think I might get it right. Brats?
Go.
Brat.
No.
Fuck. Go on.
I will be seeing him next year though with Napalm Death.
Okay.
Right. Number 10, Neck Deep,
Wait.
with their self-titled.
Oh,
Neck Deep.
different brat. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Number 9, Alpha Wolf, Half Living Things. Number 8, The Story So Far, I Want to Disappear. Number 7, To the Grave, Everyone's a Murderer.
Oh,
Number
what
s-
an album.
Number 6, Drug Church Prude. Number 5, 21 Pilots Clancy. Number 4, Green Day Saviors. Number 3, Gate Creepers Dark Superstitions. Number 2, Knocks Loose, You Won't Go Before You're Supposed to. And number 1, Profiler, A Digital Nowhere.
What? Profiler? Holy shit.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow. Was not expecting that. Profiler
was-
was only lately, wasn't it? That interview.
That was
Was it-
in May when they came
was
over
it?
with Vended.
Fucking hell. That's your favorite album of the year. Wow. Holy shit.
It was so
Class.
good.
Okay, great. I've 2. And I will say 3 because Howard with Host Body. Have to give the boys a shout out.
What? Unreal.
I mean, that performance at the Siege,
That
Jesus
So
Christ.
fucking visceral and noisy and fucking
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so massive shout out to our pals Code Speaker with Scavenger. They sent it on to me. That's one of the benefits of doing a podcast, that you do get stuff in advance. And I knew once I heard it, I was just losing my mind over this, going, holy shit, this is going to be insane. And all I could get going, can they pull it off live? And no bother. And yeah, congratulations, lads. That's a fucking amazing album. And I don't regard it as an international album because they're like the
Worn
ties
out
are so
lost.
the ties are so strong between us and Scotland. I don't give a fuck. They are just so strong. We've so many amazing Scotland bands coming back and forth. So yeah. So best UK album, Code Speaker, and best international album is Blood Incantation, Absolute Elsewhere.
Great record. Very good. And I tell you what, man, see, in terms of merch, that is probably the most impressive spread I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, those guys went-
I'm either getting the hoodie or the long sleeve, Joe. I'm not sure which one yet.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like they literally went absolutely gung ho on it. Like it's cool.
Okay.
They're a band of
Um,
excess, I think.
Yeah.
More is more.
So this is it. This is the last one, the MVP of the Irish metal
No,
scene.
Did you
Nobody
not have
knows.
Best photographer, though? Did you not
What?
say we were going to do best photographer?
Is it on the list, Danielle?
It's not on the list, but didn't we not bring it up in the old chat? No, I'm after.
You can after the final award for sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It-
Sorry, I thought that was going to be included. I'll just.
No. I mean, absolutely, 100%. I have my opinion definitely on 1 or 2 photographers there that are just. Do you know what? We'll do it now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's do it
I have
now.
a pick
Kirk
for it
Kelly.
as well, so.
Yeah, you all have picks for it.
Yeah.
Pick for it.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely love Shane and I love Kirk's work. So
Yeah, 2 solid ones.
Kirk for me as well, and Shane will always be great. But
Yeah.
Kirk for that person.
watch Kirk. He's actually coming through now as a live gig photographer, and he's that picture of Greg with Code Speaker. Howard, you see that?
I
Unbelievable.
have, yeah. I mean, he shot us at the Partylone gig in the Casbah over the summer, and
Are you okay? Sorry.
I was gonna make the joke, and I was like,
That's a really
don't.
bad joke. Don't do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, don't do it.
And that
I
picture of
enjoyed
you,
that, though.
Howard, as well. Sweet Jesus Christ, like
Yeah.
fucking hell.
he caught a moment there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Look, Jesus, come on, Evan, photographer.
Dylan.
Dylan,
I
of
have
course,
this
yeah.
one written down as well. Like Danielle messaged, like, we're not doing this, and I was like, what? Does he have it written down? Dylan.
Yeah.
Dylan is on stage. He's getting photos.
He's risking his life. Risking his life.
The very next day, he's coming on. He's for all the UK, like for loads of UK stuff that we have next year. He's coming with us. He's doing video stuff with us. He's like, he's the full package. We're not the only band that he does it with, but we're just kind of a given. He'll be at the gig on the 28th for the gig for Gaza in
oh nice
in Dolan's, and he's donated his time to do full photos of all bands as well. So he's
Ledge.
Yeah, Dylan,
Well
without
done,
a doubt, just unparalleled for Dylan to win that now.
Shout out to
Has
Connor
to
as
be.
well. Connor Bradley in Cork, who did shot.
Connor is a legend.
Legend of a kid, man. He's very accommodating.
Adapted so quick, and just got involved so fast. Like, pleasure to work with. And it's just one of the loveliest human beings.
Is this
you'll ever
Connor
meet in
now
your
that
life
you
as well.
wrecked his head on Saturday night, Howard? Is this the Connor?
That's the Connor.
It is, of course. Yeah, you.
I snuck up on him when he was fixing his
Oh
gear.
my
and
god! Oh my god! You wrecked his head.
he nearly fucking lost his life.
All he wanted to do was catch intense Howard look, and all Howard kept doing was these big fucking smiles and making these stupid poses, like. And I was just going, "Oh, the fucking poor fella." Letty, have you any opinion on photographers?
Yeah, I kind of see like the same circle of them. They do like the Academy and
Down the
the
barrel
Olympia.
as well. Absolutely amazing work.
Good guy.
Some of it.
Really sound.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Glenn Ballard, but my favorite
Ballard.
would probably be Casey White, their photographer from Belfast. I don't know if you're
Okay.
familiar with his work.
No, let's check them
No.
out.
They'd probably be my favorite.
Yeah, Steve from Down the Barrel, Joe. He captures fucking the big bands so well, doesn't he?
I love Steve.
Yeah.
Very good guy. And like the thing is, I suppose it's worth pointing out is that whenever like you're doing those sort of bigger gigs, a lot of those bands only want people taking photos for the first like people have a very limited window to try and get something good, you know?
It's what, 3 songs? The first 3 songs?
Yeah, like, and it's not across the board. Like, there's a bunch of bands who don't really give a frig about it, but there's a whole lot of bands who are very specific about that, and like, you know, not allowed to shoot from this angle and stuff. So, fair play to Down the Barrel, they do very well.
Okay. Right, comments, and we'll move on to the main part of the night.
Right. John Ryan, lessons learned for the evening. Zentrix is pronounced Zentrix rather than eccentrics. Also, in order for your comment to be displayed, Supermax being incinerated shouldn't be compared to. Who knows? Kai Till I Die, great shout. Danielle Dow. Thomas O'Brien, correct answer, Danielle. Username is taken 777. International albums, Dow, Piss Jeans, Couch Slut, Code Speaker, Full of Hell, Sumac, Blood Incarnation, Nail Breaker, The Cure, Human Impact, House O' Heaven, Chats Pile, Orasi,
Chat Pile, yeah.
Chat Pile are sick.
Yeah.
Orasi Pazuzu, Inter Arma, the list goes on. Chugboard, thank you from all of Code Speaker, the Leviathan from Black Heart emojis, and Kirk Kelly with a heart emoji.
Ah, class. Okay, cool. How many is left? Are we down to 10?
We're 33, we've gone up.
Oh, we've gone up. Okay, so this is the big one. MVP of the Irish metal scene. Can you all confirm you haven't a fucking clue who I have chosen?
Absolutely.
No.
Educate.
Never do. Well,
Never do.
No,
yeah,
the
because
last
it's my own
2 years we
fucking
haven't.
buzz. And what I will say...
Well, they all are.
Well, I will say something about the MVP is I really don't want to give it to the same person every year. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's
That's
some
fair.
obvious people that are,
Yeah.
we've mentioned them, we've talked about them already, but every year I'm looking at from fucking January to December, what are they doing to promote our Irish metal scene? And the input they have, and it mightn't be physically there, but it's what's going on in the background and what their selflessness in promoting the Irish metal scene above themselves, right? So there's a lot going on that I'm watching, and it's not one person this year, it's actually two people. Okay, so I have
Bloody.
One for each
two
nostril.
awards. I have two awards,
Ooh.
and and I couldn't separate them, being truthful. And it wouldn't have been fair for me to separate them, but it's Adrian Williams and Philip Keaveney. So Adrian
Way!
Williams and Philip Keaveney of Burning Metal, they have put in a mammoth year selflessly promoting the Irish metal scene through their Bandcamp pages, through their radio shows. And actually even Phil got behind Inshroud and got their album out on CD. Their constant information every week. They're there promoting singles, they're promoting albums, and their work. Sometimes I don't know, do people realize it? Do they take them for granted or what? But I must say this year in particular, they've gone above and beyond what people expected from them, and
And
well
overcoming
done,
the health
lads.
issues and stuff as well is just
And health
like,
issues as well.
I mean,
Tra-
there's things that are
Adrian's
far more
traveling to a
important
lot
than
of
what we
gigs as
do.
well.
So fair play to them.
Mhm.
Yeah, and exactly. Adrian has gone to Langton Brent all over Ireland looking at gigs as well and going to him and trying to get his own stuff up as well, filming it. And Phil has just been fantastic, just every week, every month, doing the Bandcamp page. It's a massive amount of time doing all this stuff. And the two lads, and I didn't want to separate them, I wanted to give both of them the acknowledgement there. They work really great together on their reviews as well. So well done, lads.
Well done.
On the lads.
So once again, the MVP of the Irish metal scene, Adrian Williams and Philip Keaveney. Congratulations, lads.
Well done,
Well
guys.
done.
On the lads.
Well done, lads.
Woohoo.
So, any more comments there, Let?
David Brady, 100% Burning Metal. Well done, lads.
See, and they're actually filming the show, so they probably don't even fucking know they've won it.
So we'll
They're
go into
doing
the
their
comments
best
and let them know.
Someone throw in the comments there and congratulate them.
But yeah, I've met Adrian at least a half a dozen times in the last year at gigs, and when he tells you the effort he has to make to get to these gigs and get home, he gets home at like 6 in the morning in Dublin and things like that, which is just a whole other level of dedication, I think. So fair play to him.
And his radio show as well, man. It's out every week, every Thursday.
Every week, every
fucking
Thursday.
The reviews, yeah.
The reviews.
Yeah.
And he's always at the merch table supporting the bands and buying a few bits and pieces.
Yeah.
You know?
Ev, what's your interaction with the lads?
Yeah, fair play. It's great seeing Adrian travel. He was in Cork for the Parthalon gig, so he's definitely like traveling everywhere. He's making sure he's at as much gigs as he can possibly get to. And all things considering as well, it's not easy. Even just trying to do posts every week between them, it's a fucking pain in the hole. So fair play to them, like.
Yeah.
It's a good shout, Richie. It's I didn't see that one coming, but I'm glad for the boys. They do deserve it, and they do put a fucking mammoth effort in. I was thinking of some of the local lads that come to the gigs here that we'll probably be in touch with at some point soon. But as soon as you said it, I was like, yeah, Christ, the amount of work that those boys have done in the last 12
over
months.
the year, it's just crazy. Like, you know, and you know, just the Bandcamp thing, and you know, again getting behind in Shroud, and you know, the two of them have just like such a passion for the fucking Irish metal scene, like, and it's you know, watching them even on the Burning Metal, you know, like they know every fucking thing about every fucking band. They just, you know, and right through the year they've been just so consistent, and bands are so appreciative of it, because I can't be fucking doing it every week. I know how hard it was. You know, it's just they're there every week, and I think people just take them for granted, and it's a shame, because you know, they have a huge part to play in the Irish metal scene, and I'm glad to acknowledge them tonight, you know. So well done, lads.
Well done, lads.
Fair play, lads. Yeah.
The lads.
So that's me finished. Anyway, I'm gonna go on fucking Christmas holidays now. But if we'll just talk about anything else now, but because the show is fucking finished. And thanks a million for everybody tuning in and watching. But like, throw some comments up there, and it's open now. Whatever you want to say and talk about on the comments, or if anybody wants to bring up a topic before we go, we've got like, roughly around 20 minutes left. If you're all good with that, lads, yeah.
Richie, I was going to say, like, most of us here would say MVP for you.
You can't give it to me. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to.
Every year. Every fucking year.
As soon as you open it up to a vote, Richie,
we'll make it happen.
No, you're not allowed to.
Winning the award for the documentary, though, Richie, man, you have to admit, man, like you've done a massive amount, and not only this year, over the last few years. So we doff our caps at you.
Absolutely. And stepping your toe into that world with the award is amazing, Richie. I mean, that's nothing to be wrong with at all.
Yeah.
You're Richie, whether you like it or not, it's like you are.
Nah, I don't want this to turn into this now. Fuck off, lads. No way.
To be fair, it will. Like, I think the amount of work that I think everyone, it's like, even if you did award it to yourself, no offense to anyone, but you deserve it so much more, like, than fucking anyone. The amount of work that you do, the amount of gigs that you're at, to the point that you nearly had a breakdown at one stage. Like, I don't think there is an award that can be given to you that would kind of match, you know, the amount of work that you're consistently doing. And we'll corner you anyway. Probably try to find a way that you will hate it. You will hate it the most, and we'll do it that way. Yeah, you're already thinking.
Yeah, look, thank you. I appreciate it. But look, it's about others, and that's what the podcast is always about. It's never about the host, or it never should be. It's about
well done, Richie. Well done, Richie.
Can we move on now? The fuck away from me.
Yeah, what's left?
Any questions there, lady? And thanks, Joe, and Evan, and Danielle, Howard, and Letty. You're great.
No questions, just well done. Met Adrian in Limerick and chatted a wee bit. Lovely guy. Met Adrian at Monkfest this year, and let's just say he enjoyed his time with myself and Kirk.
I know what that means.
Oh,
I know,
really?
I was with them. I know exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's an absolute pleasure to be part of the Irish metal scene. Thank you for all the mentions, and thank you for doing what you all do for our scene. Craig from Ura and John Ryan, thanks, folks.
Cool. So, for those that are still listening, we're thinking about doing a live Metal Cell podcast at a venue next year. That's the goal, first of all.
We'll make it happen. Yeah,
we're going to make it happen, right? We can't really say what plans we have, but the Metal Cell podcast will become actual live venue event at some stage, and I think it's a natural progression, isn't it, lads? And
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah.
Get rid of these internet issues, and let's just all meet up and have a few pints in the chat.
Yeah.
The internet thing is a fucking pain.
3 or 4 years ago, do you remember we all had tickets to go and see? Was it
I have it
Germany.
Here.
Yeah,
I have it here.
4 of us were going to go. Yeah,
what was that?
Yeah.
you remember we were all
It
going to
was
Germany? We all had the
it
tickets.
was like $20. Yeah.
We were going to see Sodom.
Yeah.
Oh
It was-
yeah,
it was-
over in Germany. Sorry, my
Yeah,
mistake.
yeah.
Yeah. I
It was
couldn't
before-
hear
it
you
was
properly.
before-
I
years
bought
ago,
mine
during
after a
COVID.
heap of pints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
We had a heap of cans here.
we had flights booked and everything.
Yeah.
It was going to be class.
So,
Yeah.
There you
Letty,
go.
yeah, but like we'll just put it out there on comments, just that would people actually be interested in seeing a live Metal Cell podcast at a venue in a city, and what we would do is we'd probably, like, if it was, say, for example, a Galway venue, we'd have one or two local bands represented on the podcast, and it'll be an open forum then to the crowd with a few of us who can make it, stuff like that. That's what we're kind of hoping to do, isn't it, lads?
Yeah, I think we should definitely be aiming to do that, and I don't see
Mm.
any reason why we wouldn't. I wouldn't worry too much about people coming to see us. I think we do it, and next time we do it, there'll be more people, and hopefully the next time we do
Yeah.
it, there'll be more
Yeah.
people, and so on.
So it's fair to say we'll try a dummy run in Cork and see how it'll go, and just keep an eye on that in 2025, and if there's interest, we'll certainly bring it around the country for sure.
Do it.
Sick.
Yeah. But once you're all
And on
fucking
that
quiet,
note, All Blue Eyes Minnie wants to know, will Evan keep his t-shirt on for the live podcast?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
of
not
course
playing
not.
drums. Yeah.
And Eva's going
I did the last time. I did the last time. I'll do it this time as well. Just for you.
Wow.
Going to wear
Minnie,
my
but-
All Blue Eyes t-shirt.
Yeah, as pants.
Underpants.
Just that.
Wouldn't it be great to see a few other scenes come up? Just maybe even Waterford, just to fucking, just open up. I know the lads are doing great work in Wexford, the
Wexford,
12 gauge outrage lads, but it'd be nice to see
We have
another
too much fucking music as it is. Let's just close the whole thing.
and in Kilkenny as well. Letty, I'm sure you'd love to see a few metal gigs arrive in Kilkenny.
I would love to. Like, there was a grunge night the other night. It was on the same night as the Scratch though. But we had Bad Mothers Union, Turf Boy, Joy Cult. They all played Brewery Corner, and they got a good turnout, even though the Scratch was also on.
Brilliant.
Oh
So
my
I'd like
God.
to-
I must actually, there's a metal scene suddenly sprouted up in Ballycotton, right? And this is to my eternal shame. I'm going to tell the story. I don't care now at this stage, but I told Devin. So Crack Sabbath from Limerick,
Oh, yeah. I know those
fucking
ones.
unbelievable, right?
They're
They played the Sea Church in Ballycotton with Cove Boys from Hell, which is the Pantera band.
Such a good name.
Yeah. And
Oh, boys are sick. Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard about this now. I'm happy out.
I love the way Joe bursts his whole laugh when I say Crack Sabbath, as if he was waiting for the story, and then he fucking disappears, and we're left again with that surreal American. It looks kind of American, doesn't it?
Looks like
Yeah.
two eyes. See the smiley face, two googly eyes.
Yeah. But anyway, so Ballycotton IPA. If you're ever down in Ballycotton, the Ballycotton IPA is fucking lethal. Okay, and I'm restricted to 3 points of it. Okay, I don't know the gremlins keep them away from water. My wife says keep me away from Ballycotton IPA. But of course, Danielle, I had 5 points, not 3 points, but 5.
Oh, Jesus.
And I thought it was going to be a fucking great idea, as the Cove Boys from Hell from Pantera were playing. There was, the way there's always that fucking gap between the crowd and the stage. It's just like space. So I
Yep.
thought,
Yeah.
fuck it. I'm going to be
You're gonna
that
go in
guy.
the middle.
I'm going to be that guy that goes into the middle and fucking be the fucking beacon for everybody else to surge forward. So I got my way into that space, fucking hit off my ankle, and then just fell onto the ground in front of fucking Sean and fucking Aaron Frahel. Sean,
Oh,
was in the middle of singing and missed the fucking words of the song. He was just laughing so much. And Aaron, the bass player,
Sean's
just
the man.
fucking fluffed these notes. The two of them were doubled over laughing as they watched me pick myself up after fucking crashing onto the ground. All by myself, like nobody else near me.
Oh no.
Fucking hell. That was
You
a
only
bad one.
needed yourself.
That was it, yeah. But I'm sure there's footage of it somewhere. Fuck's sake. Fucking these Cork Metal Militia had their phones out, not out. It will surface.
Right. I'm going to, unless we have
Worst thing
an
to go to
award
the
for
toilet.
no, unless we have an award for the most, I'm going to go have my dinner now, which I'm going to award myself.
Hey,
look who's there. Yes.
Love
Love it.
Picture of your arse out again.
I was trying to find it.
Right, I'm going to go have dinner.
Aye, Dev. Good to see you.
Okay,
man.
brilliant.
everyone,
Everybody,
for
come here.
tuning
Everybody,
in
thanks
there.
for coming on tonight. Happy Christmas to everybody. Have a great one. And the most important one before the end of the year is the 28 in Dolan's. Big shout out to Bad Reputation.
Big for
They've
Gaza.
put
Yeah.
on a
Get
fucking
your
amazing
fucking
setup.
tickets now.
Can't
Get your
fucking
tickets.
wait.
There's
Tickets
still
now.
tickets left. Who's playing? There's God Alone. There's Partalon.
Worn out,
There's
Partholon,
Worn Out.
Zealot Cult,
Zealot Cult.
Shardborn.
Yardborn.
It's a
If
fucking
you want to
no-brainer.
if you want to genuinely make any difference in your entire year,
Yes, this
Come to
possibly
this.
could be the
don't
fucking gig of the
buy
year.
Coke.
Yeah.
Don't fucking go to McDonald's. Don't
No.
go to Starbucks. Don't go to Costa. Actually, look the BDSF or the BDS movement up, and
Yeah.
try actually make a difference and just not support a blatant genocide that's happening in front of us all. There's so many tiny different ways that you can not be part of the machine that's really just fucking churning it out. But yeah, get your tickets to that gig. It's like another Siege in one day on
Yes.
the warehouse
and-
stage.
And Richie, as well, you can attest to this. Last year, Hell Ripper was on the same date, and it was
Incredible.
just
was
the
just
buzz.
like-
it was like the Siege buzz.
It was Siege
This
was. It
is
was a
what we're going
Christmas
for.
party. Yeah.
This is what
It's
we're going
Christmas,
for.
and it's
Yeah.
going to be the exact same. Lads, get yourself to
A
it.
celebration of the Irish metal
Amazing.
scene for a crucial
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
crucial
And well
event.
done to everybody involved.
Yeah,
it's
looking
going
well
to be
done.
amazing.
Fair play to John for sorting that all out now.
Yeah,
Legends.
John's been very emotional and forthright about it, and can't wait to
Let's do it for the
Yeah.
kids.
to work from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
Anyone-
everybody for
Anyone
tuning
that
in.
buys a fucking glass of Coke at that now is getting decked.
No, get yourself the Pepsi, lads. The
Pepsi.
Pepsi.
It's blurred
Pepsi.
already.
It's blurred.
My God, it's blurred.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.